or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Just, it's whatever you feel.
Yeah.
The listener wants Chris Verlaw to stop pressing random buttons 15 minutes ago. It's on the text.
Stop it, Chris.
Stop, Chris. Pressing random buttons.
How do we get on the air if I didn't press random buttons?
Great point right there. Good morning. Day 2 of the offseason. We're at Count 'em Up every day, by the way.
Yes.
It's like day 91.
Are we like 180 away? We're almost there.
Yeah.
We're one day closer.
We are one day closer to the opening of. I mean, do we really have like? I always kind of consider like the opening of camp and football is like that's the first time I really start getting excited
For the next sports calendar year.
Yeah, like that kind of, and then I feel like.
But I feel like there's a letdown then because like football's here or like preseason. Like,
yeah,
college needs to start and then the real NFL games.
You know what's kind of funny is I think in my mind this doesn't make any sense, but I do think in my mind I think the calendar year actually flips for me on the sports year. The first episode of Hard Knocks. That's just okay. That's just how it is in my head.
Which is early August, right?
Yeah, and then you're starting to talk more about you. Yeah, I feel like that really begins the build.
Okay,
and then boom, you've got preseason. Then you've got obviously the opening, and oh hey, here's now baseball's finally ending.
Right, the best part of it.
Yeah, the best part is coming. Exactly. Oh hey, NBA training camp's opening, but you have where are we? April 23rd. So what would that be? May, June. July,
probably about this time August.
Yeah, so 3.5, 4 months. 4 months we have to fill.
Yeah,
4 months. That's 16 weeks. That's 80 shows, I think.
Ish.
Yeah. Well, 80 shows.
Yeah.
Let's throw in a couple of holidays.
Sure.
Certainly some vacation.
Right. We're almost there.
Yeah.
The other one that's weird to me is like that we're in the middle or the beginning of that calendar year of when football has started. It's about week 4. Mm-hmm. And then there's a Kings preseason game. You're like, wait, I'm actually really like locked in now to football. And you're like, oh, basketball's here. Like
right.
When it's been gone for so long. And then you're like, yeah, man, this is a really important week 4 matchup around college football, around the NFL. And it's a preseason Kings game. That's always a little weird of a.
Okay. Yeah, and then you start. I like how you every year you're always be like, "Hey guys, 4 weeks from today we're gonna have Kings regular season basketball."
Yeah.
Like you're very good at reminding the anniversaries.
Like, that's feels weird today, and then
yeah, because it's preseason. NFL just started, and it's still 110 outside.
Yeah,
it just feels off.
Right.
I always. I'm the guy that every month checks my work day to see what my balances are on my vacation, and I noticed. Well, I can't get into it, but God, dude, I seriously have, weirdly enough, I'm sure you have more, but it's like I have like 1,000 hours of sick day.
Mm-hmm.
And I started thinking to myself, do they actually define what sick means? Like, what if I'm just sick of creating content for the offseason and it's a mental strain and I demand 3 months of sick time?
Can I also go in there and go, I just had the best day yesterday. It was sick.
It was sick. I'm taking it off.
Yeah.
I wonder how that would stand up in court. Probably not. If, like you said, because mental anguish is a thing.
Yeah.
It's a real thing. Don't mess around with mental health. What if it is a drag on my mental health to do shows when there's no football or basketball? And I believe that I have saved up enough time. I will see you in late August.
Isn't
such a wiener.
About totally now
I'm such a baby.
KHT Carmichael, you would have Christmas music?
Now?
Is it now?
No. Well, I've always made the joke that we could play Christmas music and probably
in the summertime, right?
But no, my thing to this day, my thing is I just said it. I think I said it off. Oh yeah, I told our new program director I did. Like I seriously once, you know this, like with no irony whatsoever, went into our GM's office and tried to pitch him on us rerunning Best of Kings games every morning during the summer. Like no irony whatsoever. Like, hey, well, they're all wins. We pick the best ones. We run it for hour and a half, 2 hours, and then we do like a post game, and we do like a what did that mean? What do we know now that we didn't know then? Maybe listen to some post game highlights, do an actual post game, and just kind of do a rewind of the King season. And I thought of it last year because they were good, and this year good enough. And we don't do that every day necessarily, but 48 or 46 wins, you pick 30, okay, and you do
6 weeks of shows.
6 weeks of shows, which is a month and a half, which gets us halfway there. We get a sponsor. Jiffy Lube presents Kings Rewind. We run them. We run all new ads during the break. Hey, and awesome. Now, legitimately, it's just a way of filling 4 hours a game. But my argument was our numbers aren't going to change. People, they'd be just as interested in that, whatever the hell we're yammering about when it comes to, hey, well, ground ball to third light yesterday. That was crazy. And he wasn't buying it.
Since those are recorded, the game's already recorded, would you record the post game so that way you're literally not here?
Meaning like just run the whole thing? Yeah. Oh, you're saying
at that point, it's not new information. Like if you're saying I'm reacting to that game, but also what we know now, like you could record it today.
You're saying like record the hour after,
or whatever.
I mean, you'd have to be okay with it too.
Well, but that seems like that's the plan for that.
The only one's really screwed there is Verlad. He's got to run
put it in automation. And we're all in Boise.
I mean, I'm just saying. Meanwhile, I want to be very clear about something. I am incredibly aware that there are multiple people listening right now that are on their way to their actual jobs that are difficult, that involve work and, real things. Like I always use it. There's some guy about to get on a roof and lay down tiles, and panels, and all that for the day, or some guy getting in his 18-wheeler or gal getting in their 18-wheeler, keeping America going. And they're listening to some fat ding dong on there. I want to talk about baseball for Monday. But the good news is I own it.
That's great news.
I own the fact that I hate the summertime and I'm being whiny, but that's fine.
Hey,
okay with that.
Yesterday, I told you it was only spring.
Oh yeah.
We had a hot day, but today you're getting your weather.
Also, I should tell you this because it's weird. I started antibiotics for my ear yesterday. It's not going away.
Okay. The ear?
Well, the ear, thank God, isn't. It currently feels right now every once in a while, because I think they're working. About every few seconds, it literally feels like there is a tiny worm moving around in my inner ear. And I believe that's the antibiotics working and breaking things up. It's a combination of an itch and a really invasive feeling. So for some reason today, I jerkily start scratching my ear or maneuvering in a weird, it's like a invasive, semi-painful, but not really, ticklish, weird feeling right now.
If you feel something in your ears, I've got some videos to show you during the break.
Ew, I don't want to see.
Don't show them those.
Didn't I show you the one with the automatic ear cleaner, but I didn't tell you what it was at first? Was that you? I showed that too, where it's a lady who put on, like, it looked like she put on a headphone.
Oh,
it was transparent. Next thing you know, there's like all this wax rolling out. You ever irrigate your ears, guys? You ever done that before?
No.
Jason?
No.
Let me tell you something. This is disgusting. Everybody should irrigate their ears at least once in their lives, especially if you have any sort of wax in your ears ever. Dude, about once every 4 years, I straight up irrigate my ears. It's a weird process where you put some drops in your ear, these like peroxide thing, you let it like kind of get everything prepped. And then you take, those bulb syringes, you take warm water and you suck in the water, and then you put the bulb in your ear and you lightly go, and just the water drips down. I cannot begin to tell you. It usually takes about 10 minutes, but eventually whatever stuff you have up there dislodges. Here's the gross part. I have, no lie, pulled ear canal shaped pieces of wax that have fallen out of my ear that are approximately the size of my pinky nail. And it's like you have superhuman hearing. Now, I don't expect everybody has that kind of buildup, but I'll bet you everyone in radio that uses headphones has some sort of humidity enhanced buildup in their ears, and you would be shocked because you don't realize it because it's steady. It's like the growth of a puppy. It's not all at once. You don't notice it. You would be amazed as to how much better you hear if you irrigate your ears. I highly recommend it.
You recommend it? Don't you have something crawling around in your ear right now?
Yeah, but that's not for. It's probably because I haven't done it in a couple years. Seriously, I should. I'll tell you what. If this all ends in me irrigating my ears and something pops out, I'll bring it in and I'll show you, and you'll be like, "Oh,
okay.
No, I'll show you. I'll show you." Just so you know, you'll be like, "This could be me too." And I'll put it in a little thing of cellophane, and I'll close it, and I'll sign it, and I'll give it away. We can do like third caller.
Yes.
It's a cool prize.
We shouldn't joke around about that.
What? Oh, because like lawyers?
Because we definitely cannot do that.
Well, let me tell you
Why?
something.
Because they can't win.
If somebody were to decide to sue us because we falsely promised a block of my earwax, I'm getting out of show business, man. That's it right there.
But I think you could do it on your own socials.
You think I give? Oh my gosh! Here's the question: do you think if I took a picture of a pinky nail sized cylinder of earwax that plopped out of my ears after I irrigated them, and I put it in cellophane, and I took a picture and I put it out on Twitter, and I said, I will give this away to the first person that meets me at, and I'm like, I don't know,
yeah, someone would.
You think somebody would legitimately show up?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know whether they really wanted but sometimes it's like, I'm going to follow the directions.
I'm just going to do the thing.
Yeah. And it's
And
like,
then you'd have to meet that person.
That's the only thing holding you back.
That's exactly right. I'm like, hey. All right. Well, with that being said,
What if you then took a picture of it? You're like, hey, it looks like deer and fox. I don't know.
Then you can sell it.
You smear it. It looks like, it's earwax in the shape of Jesus or whatever. Isn't that what they do with like the tomato when you cut it in half? All right. Well, somebody's getting ready to eat breakfast out there, so we apologize.
You're welcome.
We're going to lead it off next. Today's program, the Kings have their exit interviews. We have sound there. Today's example, Malik Monk, which is the most newsworthy. So we're going to spend our day on Malik Monk. You'll hear what he said yesterday. We'll allow you guys to determine whether or not he's staying or going based solely on exit interview audio. And Jason, we're lucky enough to have a doubleheader, if you will.
Yes, I will.
From Sam Amick, with all the stuff coming out on The Athletic, not just the anonymous polling, but also the King stuff yesterday. Sam is going to come on today and Thursday to help us break down the season. It's Dave, it's Chris, it's Jason, it's all of us. We appreciate you being here. Leading off is next.
Did you miss any part of our live local shows? Don't worry, you never have to miss them again. Check out SactownSports.com and search our podcast page and play our shows when you want. The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross, Stiles and Watkins, and the Drive Guys. Plus, other podcasts like Return of the Empire, Return of the Roar, the Stingers Up podcast, and Golf to Go with Frank LaRosa.
They're all available right now on SactownSports.com.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave inviting you to make the switch to electric this spring and save big with American Energy. Stay ahead of the spiking energy bills this summer with up to $9,000 in rebates on a new ultra-high efficiency comfort system. American Energy is providing huge rebates from SMUD as well as spring specials by installing one of many incredibly efficient AC options available to you right now. Get rid of those fluctuating gas bills in the winter and switch to year-round all-electric with American Energy. Let them perform a free in-home energy efficiency analysis and see where they can help you save for the warmer months ahead. These guys are the best. Been serving the greater Sacramento area since 1981. A+ from the Better Business Bureau. Learn more by calling 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990.
Call 916-520-9990 now.
Let's do it. Leading off the 3 top stories in the morning.
Huge news. This is very important.
Here's cut number 1.
Yeah, it's definitely very disappointing how it ended. It's frustrating. It's tough to even watch the playoffs, knowing that we could be there and fighting.
Trying to figure out who Domantas Sabonis sounds like. Reminded me of somebody, but I can't remember now, like his cadence. But that was him, Domantas Sabonis. He is frustrated. Good. You know what? I hope the whole team's frustrated. We're all frustrated. It doesn't mean we don't like them. It's a frustratingly good, bad, frustrating year. I think I like a lot. You can't just lock it down with one adjective.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was thinking about this the other day. I don't know how next year will go already. I mean, already looking ahead to that. But I was thinking, I hope in a general statement that the year is enjoyed by more people next year.
I think it could be.
I mean, it could be. It could be a worse year. I mean, obviously, it could be.
I think if it's a better year.
I mean, not just, but like, they won a decent amount of games. It was, but I don't, universally, I don't think people enjoyed this year that much. And that's unfortunate.
I think at 46 wins, I honestly think that they could have 46 wins next year and the year be incredibly more enjoyable.
Yeah,
I think the main problem was a lot of the losses they had and the free throws.
Right.
And and Harrison Barnes admitting it's like we're almost afraid to say it because it's such an insult to a player when you say they just didn't show up. And then Harrison Barnes comes out yesterday and says, yeah, there were some games we didn't show up.
Right.
Well, where were you?
Right. And Vox says if we make our free throws, we probably win 51 games. You're like, well,
yeah,
that'd have been nice.
Yeah. Well, so just so you understand, exit interviews happen. That's where everybody meets with the coach. As we said yesterday, GM, coach, everybody else. Then they face the media. Now they're done. Their duties are officially done for the year, and they're off to wherever they're going. Hopefully, I hope everybody goes somewhere sunny and nice. Go see your family, spend some time, get away from basketball. And again, we'll have Malik Monk's comments first up at 7:30. We'll break all of those down. Yeah, it was frustrating, and it'll be a very interesting offseason.
Absolutely.
I hope.
Well, yeah, I think it needs to be. Right. I think that would be the one. You don't make moves just to make moves, but I also think they're at the point where I believe they know they've got to make moves.
It's just interesting because they believe, I'm sure, they know they have to make moves. The problem is other teams also know that they have to make moves.
Right.
Now, Monty's not on the hot seat per se, but it's like, okay. You also, it's just, we talked about this before. It takes an incredible amount of discipline from the GM standpoint to say, you know what, I know we have to make moves. I'm not doing something that we're not getting value out of simply to make a move that's going to damage this team in the long run. I don't care how many people hate me. I'm not going to do it. They don't know. Might be, well, Monty's not making any moves. Well, yeah, because every trade is like, we'll give you Bill Schmidt for Domantas Sabonis.
Right.
We'll give you Billy whatever for De'Aaron Fox. Like,
yeah.
Or, here's a first-round conditional pick for Keegan Murray. I don't know.
Yeah.
Here's Tobias Harris.
And without any moves being made, but if they made 7 this offseason, people are like, man, they really went to work. Well, they hadn't played a game. What if it all fell apart? Like, it's sometimes I think the confusion is just free agency and trades and drafts. They're going to be totally different.
Yes.
Well, yeah, maybe, but is it better? That's what we don't know.
We don't know.
Yeah.
And I always say I don't know much. But I know I love you. Yeah, you got that. Aaron Neville. Shout out Aaron. He's still with us, right?
Yeah,
okay.
I believe so.
Number 2, please. Hold on. That was me. Cut number 2, please. Well, that was loud, wasn't it? Let's try that again. All right, here we go.
I cleaned my ear out.
DiVincenzo finds Brunson. Great defense here by the Sixers. Brunson gets a prayer of a bounce. 2-point game. Maxey hits the deck. Hart takes it from him. Shot clock is off. DiVincenzo, no. Hartenstein with an offensive rebound. Another chance here. DiVincenzo, he's got it. The Knicks have the lead again. Their defense turning into offense. What a flurry for the Knickerbockers.
What a flurry. Here's the thing. Great call.
Mm-hmm.
Not the best call. A very rare thing
I know what happened
last night during this call.
The Hart, back to Brunson.
Mike Bribbe.
Brunson double team, splits the defense. Lowry takes it away, picked up by DiVincenzo. 8 on the 24. DiVincenzo, corner to Brunson. Sidestep, three-pointer. Shot, it's good! Took the bounce and went in. 2-point game. Ball knocked loose. And Maxey gets knocked down. Hart takes it away. Out top to DiVincenzo. His shot won't go. Hartenstein the rebound. Hartenstein gets it out to Anunoby. DiVincenzo a three. Bang! Bang! Knicks take a 1-point lead with 13 seconds remaining.
Double bang. Generally reserved for Steph Curry. The rare Mike Breen double bang. By the way, Jason, and this is radio, so obviously that won't work. When the ball is kicked out to Dante DiVincenzo for the second time, does that remind you of anything?
No.
The ball gets kicked out. I don't know why. It's probably because I'm a psycho. But if you look back at it, it's not the same.
Oh,
God, that looked like Robert Horry's.
Gotcha.
It's almost the exact same spot. Ball gets kicked out right into the shooter's hands, and he nails it. Also, screw you, Dante DiVincenzo. Where was this? Where the hell was this when you were on the Kings, Dante? Now you're Mr. Most Improved candidate, shooting well from three. 40%, I'll take it. Flexing. Was he just taking the season off in Sacramento? What happened? Certainly not our fault, right? That we were a kind of a weird franchise. It's his fault.
I agree.
There's another game, too. Cut number 3, please. Or no? Yes? Okay.
Cut number 3.
I love it. Don't call it. Tie ball game. Worst can happen. We go to overtime. Murray makes a move.
Was it just me? Says Kevin Harlan, Reggie Miller. Was it just me? That was like a weird call. Did like I'm trying to figure out? Did Reggie yell over? Was Harlan late on the? Let me replay.
I think it's Harlan in there.
Is he late on the good?
Yeah.
Let me play.
I love it. Don't call it. Tie ball game. Worst can happen. We go to overtime. Murray makes a move.
Yeah.
He says good. The Nuggets have won.
But who else is talking when he says good? Is that Reggie? Like
I don't hear another voice.
You don't hear another voice right where he says. Right where he says good. It sounds like he's saying something. I think it's Reggie saying game's over.
It's a move.
Yeah. Good job, Reg. That great call, Reggie. What a ding dong. Go to college, Reggie. Get an education. Learn how to not sorry. My bad. We're in the UCLA. Did he go to UCLA?
I believe so.
Reggie?
Of course.
I'm surprised he didn't give some weird, this is what they talk about in the bus. Giving the team the ball when you're down 2.
Can we all agree? Cheryl greater than sign. Just saying. Cheryl greater than sign Reggie. That's all. I'm just saying. She wouldn't have stepped on Kevin Harlan.
How about Daryl? Do you know their brother Daryl?
They have a brother, Daryl Miller?
Yeah.
Wait, do they really?
Yeah, played for the California Angels.
That's not a Newhart joke?
Nope.
Really? And their other brother, Daryl?
Was a Major League Baseball
So
player.
there's Reggie, Cheryl, and Daryl?
Uh-huh.
Oh, my God.
I believe I got the name right.
I never knew
Daryl
that.
Miller
I am so excited.
Might be the oldest. I don't know. I could have my timeline wrong. But, yeah, he's the less talked about Miller.
Daryl Miller. Daryl Miller is the brother of Cheryl and Reggie. Dare I say, the better looking of the brothers?
Yeah, it could be.
A fine looking young man.
Yeah.
Cheryl, Reggie, and Daryl.
How about that professional family, though?
I love it. That
One of
is
the greatest women's basketball players of all time, a Hall of Fame basketball player. And then, he had a baseball career.
He still made the major leagues. He had 35 runs batted in Major League Baseball. 4-year career. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you learn something every day, Jason. Reggie, Cheryl, and Daryl. Also a deacon.
Really?
Yeah, he's
Deacon Daryl?
Deacon Daryl. He is also a Catholic deacon and the first African-American ordained in the Diocese of Orange. I don't know what that is, but it sounds awesome. As of 2021, he serves as the director of Major League Baseball's Urban Youth Academy, located in Compton, California. That sounds to me like a life well lived.
Yeah.
That sounds to me like a life well, you know what? Salute to you, Daryl Keith Miller, Sr. Because I'm assuming you had a kid named Junior because it's a senior right there. Good, right? Salute to the Miller family, except Reggie, who stepped on the call.
It's Miller time.
We'll take a break. When we come back, Kings go through exit interviews. Here's how we'll lay everything out. We'll preview this, that, and whatever. And also, we should get into fan exit interviews, too. What do the fans think? What is your exit interview like? Okay. We'll take a break. We'll come back with all that next.
Our first year as the radio home of the San Francisco 49ers is one we will never forget.
And Logan Ryan picks him up. Looks like they're playing man. LaPorta's over there as well. It's 5 out. It's empty on 4th down. Goff back. Not going to get out to his right. Being chased. Throws, and it is incomplete. The 49ers take over on 4th down again.
Congratulations to the 49ers on a terrific year. And thank you for so many wonderful memories.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Folsom Lake Kia.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA 3 Weather Center. It is Tuesday, and you feel the breeze this morning. Much cooler start to the day expected. As we head through the afternoon, we'll see sun and clouds mixing in. Highs today in the lower to mid-70s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
Spring savings continue at Folsom Lake Kia. Low payments, special offers, 0 down deals on approval of credit. Shop your trusted Kia dealership for over 25 years and tell them DC sent you. FolsomLakeKia.com.
Thinking of remodeling your home? Say goodbye to endless internet searches and visit Subcontractors United. Find a list of 3 pre-qualified and licensed contractors in each home service category. From cabinets to landscapers and everything in between, Subcontractors United makes finding qualified contractors free and easy, with no accounts to set up. Visit subcontractorsunited.com and experience the joy of stress-free home improvement. Save time and money at subcontractorsunited.com.
I'm Craig Ashton of the injury law firm of Ashton & Price. Whether you've been injured on a bicycle, as a pedestrian in a slip and fall, auto, Uber, Lyft, or big rig accident, you need Ashton & Price in your corner. When you call Ashton & Price, there's no chatbot telling you to hit 3 for accounting. You're greeted by a real-life person who will immediately transfer you to an experienced attorney. The consultation's free, and there's never a fee until you win.
Remember, for the best advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
Slightly Stupid. Live in concert. Saturday, April 27th, 7:30 p.m. The venue at Thunder Valley. With special guest, Fortunate Youth. For tickets, visit ThunderValleyResort.com. Don't miss Slightly Stupid live.
My ride smells just right, just right, just right, just right. I gotta try that Febreze car. Just right, just right, just right. Yeah. La 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 la. Pick up 40 days of consistency. All over Febreze car clips right on your vent. You know my car's my happy place. Keep that smile on my face when it smells just right, just right, just right. Yeah. Breathe happy Febreze. La 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 la.
Remarkable change begins with daring to be different. Baby, I'm on a mission with Boost Mobile to putting the latest phones in the hands of more people. Introducing the signature Coach Prime razor, only from Boost Mobile. Rush to your nearest Boost Mobile retailer and get your signature Coach Prime razor on us. Get after it.
Limited time discount available online only while supplies last. Taxes extra. New customers only. Must activate the device within 30 days to avoid paying full price. Offer subject to change.
Kevin Lewis with National Garage Door, reminding you that in Sacramento, National Garage Door is the king of garage doors. We service, sell, and install garage doors and openers. Call us today for your basketball special. A new 16x7 Rainer garage door with insulation and a belt drive opener for only $24.49 installed. Give us a call today, 916-638-4554.
638-4554 National Garage Door.
Hey, UC Davis fans, Aggie football season tickets are available now. Whether you're coming out to see the dynamic, fast-paced offense under new head coach Tim Plow and All-American running back Land Larison, or bringing the kids out to roll down the grass hills and run on the field at halftime's more your speed, UC Davis Football Games has something for everyone. Secure your 6 Saturday games now with a season ticket package by calling the ticket office at 530-752-2471 or go online at ucdavisaggies.com/tickets. Go Ags!
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
On Sactown Sports.
I was just down the hall talking to the countries. Pat and Thomas.
Already bored of your sports?
Yeah, I was tired of sports. It was really just Pat Still I was talking to because he's a music nut too. And I was thinking about this. I got on a kick yesterday. Anyone who knows me knows my favorite band's the Beatles. Anybody who knows me knows that I think there was a 4-year period with Revolver and Sgt. Pepper and Magical Mystery Tour and the White Album. Those 4 albums were written and released within 27 months of each other. It's, I believe, the greatest heater in artistic history in any type of artistry.
I think I can't think of the
Smiths.
No,
Morrissey,
not the
Smiths.
I'm thinking of the
Cure.
Renaissance. They might have
No, Da
to say
Vinci or whoever. Nah.
Michelangelo.
Yeah, Michelangelo.
Raphael, all the turtles.
Michael or Mike Angelo, they used to call him. They'd call him Mike. Yeah,
Yo, Mikey.
Hey, Mike Angelo.
What's that painting?
Mikey C.
But like you had in the 60s, forget all the British invasions, the Beatles, Who, Rolling Stones, early Pink Floyd. Like I got on this kick yesterday. I was listening to Sam and Dave. Hold on, I'm coming. Hold on, I'm coming. You know, and then that rolled into Otis Redding, which rolled into and it's like you had that whole genre of music. Plus you had all the British invasion music. There's just like not another decade that touches this. I don't think it's even, and I'm wearing an Alice in Chains shirt. I grew up in the 90s.
Do you want to go back to the 90s?
I would love to have been. I'm sure there was like a bunch of crap in the 60s too, obviously. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to do
a lot of garbage.
Yeah, quite a bit. But musically, I don't think there's another decade that can touch it. I don't think it's close.
I think we all do that with a certain decade of music.
Yeah, but I think
most music most of the time is worthless, and then we forget about it and we don't listen to it anymore, and we just remember the really good stuff.
I don't disagree with the spirit of what you're saying. I would say it's a little different because I was not anywhere close to alive in the 60s. Like, I'm not romanticizing. Like, I'll do that in the 90s. You know, for every Alice in Chains, there's, 9 freaking Sugar Rays or Smash Mouths.
Or the Simpsons album.
Or, right. Or Beavis. Well, actually, the Beavis and Butthead soundtrack is super underrated.
Actually, it's pretty good.
It's actually it's one of the more underrated albums you'll see. There's a lot of really good stuff on the Beavis and Butthead experience. But the 60s, I have no reason to romanticize that because I wasn't around. I was still being, was still part of my dad for the most part. But golly, and the sports,
gross.
I would pick the 60. I would pick the 60. I could go see Mickey Mantle end his career, the tail end of his career.
Yeah.
I could go see the Beatles play. I think that would be number one on
my 60 sounds like the worst time to go to.
I honestly think that would be number one on my bucket. That would, if I had a choice between going to the Masters for all 4 days or being able to see the Beatles perform at the Cavern Club or something, I'm taking the Beatles.
Now that I think about it, like they say when there's awful time in the world, that's when the best art is created.
Makes sense.
It's probably why you're thinking
that. You're right. No, I'm not sitting here going, hey, the 60s were amazing. No.
But musically.
I mean, yeah, we landed on the moon and whatever, but like.
Did we?
The 60s, yeah, I know, right? Oh, God. Please don't get started on that with our chat, which I'm checking, and okay. All right, exit interviews.
Yes.
Yesterday. We're going to lay them out over the next few days where we're going to take a player, we're going to take their exit interview, we're going to play that. You can hear their comments unfiltered, censored. I mean, if they swear, which I don't think there are any. But we have FCC rules we have to follow. We'll play all of that, and then that'll give us the ability kind of the rollout to roll them out, grade them, talk about them, and ups, downs, ins and outs, etc. And Malik Monk is going to be the most newsworthy, obviously, because we've been here before with players. I wouldn't say this is like when Chris Webber was a free agent. Certainly, it's not like that, but definitely
pretty big.
It is pretty big. It's a big deal. So we'll lay that out. And we'll do that. We'll be doing that with Malik. Sam's going to come on, and then a lot of these too. We're not going to spend, guys like Kevin Herter, Davion Mitchell. We'll have their audio, and then do the same. So we'll knock these out this week, maybe into next week. Malik's going to come up at 7:30. Jason, I wonder in your exit interview, as a broadcaster / fan of this team. I could ask you the existential question. Was this a failure? We've covered that before. Right. Are you waiting to see what happens in the offseason to temper any form of excitement you have going into next year? Or let me throw this at you. What if Monty McNair's sitting back and he's saying, you know what? Fox and Sabonis, they're in their primes. They both had wonderful years. Keegan's going to take another leap. I believe that. We found a defensive guy in Keon Ellis. I'm going to sign Malik Monk somehow. What if that was the big move? They signed Malik Monk. And you rolled it back for a third year in a row.
I think that would be a tough sell to the fan base. I think as, part of that fan base or someone that talks about him all the time, I could squint my eyes and go, I could see them having a better year.
Sure.
But I also feel like that's a little bit of a fool's errand to think just health and maybe the West isn't as good. I mean, would that be the rationale?
Health, West is good, but also I think
another year together.
We underrate continuity.
Okay.
I just think everyone does that.
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily. I mean, you could also have a bad team that stays together for a long time,
right? And I guess maybe my stance would be like, it's not a blow up thing. Like that doesn't need to happen to me, but I also feel like something needs to happen. And even painting it at the most optimistic and hey, everything's going to fall in place. I don't think they were a championship team, and I think that's what they're chasing. So if you go Fox, Sabonis will have even a better year. Monk would be better if you signed him. Murray will be better. That's all great. I don't think that team's hoisting a trophy. I don't. But I also don't know how far away they are, but I don't think you can just go, well, we're getting closer. I think you need to do something else to get them closer.
What if I were to tell you that there was a coach that had an all-star caliber point guard, an all-NBA center, and he took over a team, and they missed the playoffs in his first year? But then they missed the playoffs in the second year. Then they missed the playoffs in the third year, 3 straight. Coach almost got fired. Then they finally made the playoffs. They lost in the semis. Then they made the conference finals, lost there. Then they lost in the semis again. So now you're 6 years into this. You still have that same center. You still have that same guard. Then you lost in the first round of the playoffs. and you started out with wins of 33, 40, 46, 54, 46, and 47 before you finally won your title. That's Mike Malone's journey with Jokic and Jamal Murray. I spent a lot of time on social media yesterday having a little bit of fun, and I think, misunderstood in one sense. I have said this for a long time, and I believe it to be true. I don't think it's an exact science, but I think Monty McNair's blueprint's the Denver Nuggets. I think it has been from the beginning. I think they have their Jamal Murray and De'Aaron Fox. And when I say they have their Jokic and Domantas Sabonis, Domantas Sabonis, as I clearly state, is not Nikola Jokic. He's not. There's a 7 points per game difference, and you're not going to Domas at the end of the fourth to get you automatic buckets like you can with Jokic. But I do believe the statement is true that Domantas Sabonis is the closest center in the league, or I'll even say the closest big in the league to Nikola Jokic. Is there another? I mean, Joel Embiid is a better center than Domantas Sabonis, but I don't think he's like Nikola Jokic. He's not the distributor.
Yeah.
So for me, if you're using that as a blueprint, you have a defensive-minded coach on an offensively talented team, Mike Malone, Mike Brown. You have a clutch point guard to run the show, Jamal Murray, De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox, by the way, has about 5.5 more points per game than Jamal Murray. So there's some of that makeup. You have a center in which the offense runs through that can sit at the top of the key all day long, Jokic and Sabonis. I believe the Kings are hoping Keegan Murray is their better defending version of Michael Porter Jr., maybe a hybrid of Michael Porter Jr. and Aaron Gordon had a baby type of thing. But they still need their Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. They still need their Bruce Brown. They need to add some around the edges, but that's what I think the blueprint is.
Mm-hmm.
And we forget how long it took the Nuggets to get over the hump. The only real pin you can put in my theory, or the only thing that gives you pause, is that age-wise, Fox, Murray, Sabonis, Jokic, I think they're about a year younger. So by this age, Jokic and Murray were further along in the playoffs. But
they had played together for a lot longer.
That's right.
Right.
That's right. Fox and Sabonis have played together for 2 seasons, 2.25 seasons. So I do think, hey, wasn't it Monty? Gosh, I lose track of the GMs. It could have been Pete. Might have been Vlade. I think it was Monty very early on. Wasn't it like, hey, it's like we're at a poker table and you're just trying to grab chips and you're trying to store chip. Okay, here's a chip. We'll put it away. Here's another chip. We'll put it away. I feel like the Kings have 2.5 chips. 3.5 if you count the coach.
Yeah, I agree.
And some teams have one. Some teams have none. You have a foundation in Fox and Sabonis. Now it's a matter of, okay, you put Keegan there. You have a lottery pick now. Not counting on that being whatever, but it's still a lottery pick.
Yeah. Well, and the Gordon example that you used for Denver is a player that was drafted as a lottery pick and was okay in Orlando. But that was a thing where they saw him on our team is going to be different, and he is.
That's right.
Like, he was just okay.
That's right.
So can you find that player? Like, to some extent, I look at Kevin Huerter when they first got him. You're like, he's okay.
Yeah.
Wow. He looks really good with this team.
That's right.
Now, he didn't have the same year this year.
Sure.
But you hope to find someone that on your squad with your players, you get the better version of that player.
And I think, unlike, for example, let's go back to Dante DiVincenzo to underline your point. Dante DiVincenzo on the Kings team a couple of years ago was lame, but it wasn't all his fault.
Right.
He's also playing on a crap team. You put him on the Knicks, he's shining. The great thing about the Kings now is that there's a higher chance of us bringing in new signings, trades, draft picks, much like those who remember the early 2000s, John Barry, Scott Pollard, Vernon Maxwell, etc. They all seem to have career years with the Kings.
Malik Monk. He was not a great player.
Absolutely.
Okay, but he comes here like, wow, that's a difference-making player.
I cannot underline enough that if they are able, and gosh, why can we just please trade 8 first-round draft picks for Mikal Bridges? 8 first-round draft picks and Harrison Barnes for Mikal Bridges. If you could somehow, You're not doing that. But if you could somehow get that defensive wing, you can write 50 down in ink next year. As long as there's no crazy major core injuries, you can write 50 down in ink. That's what they need. That's what they got to get. Easier said than done, right? But they got to find their Aaron Gordon. We'll take a break. When we come back, safe or out, some baseball news, including a very unfortunate mic'd up moments in the A's and Yankees game. We'll tell you why next.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sactown Sports and the Sactown Sports app.
So here's a fact. 85% of the population will suffer from foot pain in their lifetime. That's almost everyone. So you'd think there'd be plenty of healthy long-term remedies, but there just aren't, right? Hi, I'm Dan from the Good Feet store. You know, people come in all the time sharing the same frustrating story. Bought this, tried that, been there, done whatever, all different kinds of things, but all with a similar result. Nothing. A discouraging and endless cycle of disappointment. If this rings a bell, don't despair. There is hope. If you think you've tried everything, you probably haven't tried Good Feet arch supports from the Good Feet store. They're designed to relieve, even eliminate, the pain commonly caused by certain foot conditions like plantar fasciitis, bunions, flat feet, and others. Plus, provide better balance and increased comfort. See what we can do for you with a free arch support fitting. Just stop in or schedule an appointment. With over 200 stores, there's likely one in your neck of the woods. Find yours at goodfeet.com.
Everybody needs Good Feet.
If you're looking for $500,000 to $1 million or more of affordable term life insurance, we're Term Provider, experts in finding affordable term life insurance for those that may not be in perfect health. Prostate cancer, heart conditions, high cholesterol, or on prescription medications, you may still qualify for $500,000 to $1 million or more of affordable term life insurance. Call Term Provider at 800-337-4168. 800-337-4168.
Lowe's knows pros need the right tools for every job. That's why we sell the largest in-store selection of Klein tools anywhere. Find new items launching exclusively at Lowe's, like the self-leveling laser level for just $159.98. Plus, shop the Connect socket set for just $49.98. Get Klein tools in-store and online today, because Lowe's knows tools. Lowe's knows pros.
With a variety of weekly promotions, there's something for everyone to enjoy at a Sacramento River Cats game. Don't miss a Toyota Family Value Tuesday featuring $2 hot dogs and $2 ice cream, or Thirsty Thursday featuring ice cold beer. Join us on Smut Orange Fridays for happy hour and live music. And don't forget to stick around post-game every Friday and Saturday night as we light up the sky with post-game fireworks. Find all promotional details at rivercats.com and make your plans to head out to Sutter Health Park this season.
At Fasteners Inc., we believe adding quality power tools to your lineup shouldn't break the bank. That's why we're hosting the biggest Milwaukee tool sale of the year in Sacramento. On top of insane deals on Milwaukee power tools, all Milwaukee pack-out storage boxes, hand tools, and tool accessories will be 25% off. So come on down on April 27th to the Milwaukee Tool Sanity Sale at Fasteners Inc. Tool Outlet on Power Inn Road in Sacramento. For more info, visit fastenersinc.net.
Capital Casino has been serving the greater Sacramento area in the same convenient downtown location for over 20 years, with plenty of close-by, well-lit parking monitored by security staff and offering the most variety of table games in the region in a safe and friendly environment. Best food, best service, and the best action. That's Capital Casino. For more information on tournaments and gaming, check out their website at capital-casino.com. And please remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
Safe or out? It's time to go around baseball. 3 pitches, 3 swings. It's safe or out on the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Many, many years from now, I hope. Many. Decades, even. When my face is burning from the fires of hell I will look across the bridge of whatever the place in hell I'm put at, and I'll just kind of wave and salute Christopher Laud looking back at me from his place. It's going to be hot. It'll be hot in the afterlife for Oliver Laud over there. I can tell you that much. I can't even get into what he did during the break, but he got me. I
appreciated it.
I asked him I did. I appreciated how incredibly evil it was. The fact that I would also do something like that. In fact, I think I have before with a family member.
Probably.
Anyways. Coming up in the next segment, proof that jinxes are real. And you really, 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 the sooner you accept it, the better. In the meantime, safer out. Question 1.
Safer out. Tossing Yankee manager Aaron Boone out of the game for not saying a thing is a bad look for MLB.
Safe. If you missed it yesterday, the mics were loud and clear. Aaron Boone was yelling at Hunter Wendelstedt, son of Harry.
Or not.
Or I think in the beginning he was. Yeah. And Hunter turns and is like, hey, that's enough. I did the thing. I did it right.
Yeah, no more out of you.
And then, of course, he did the thing I hate. This to me is almost more egregious than what he did next. And we'd have the audio for you, but there's a lot of swearies in it. But then Hunter goes, hey, if you say anything else, you're gone. And it's like, why do you have to say an incentive? You're an umpire, dude. You shouldn't insert yourself. If you got to toss a guy, toss a guy. If you say something like, that's your warning. But you say one more thing, and you're gone. Go ahead. It's like you're just baiting the guy at this point as an adult. But whatever. And then play resumes. And all of a sudden, you don't know what to say. You hear, and he tosses Aaron Boone. And, it's like with my kids sometimes. Like, I know when my daughter is lying to me for the most part, but I also know at times when I accuse her of something, I can tell when she truly is so exasperated. Thank you. She's so exasperated in her response that I go, oh God, she is telling the truth. Like instant tears, like, oh my God, Flint, like, no, I didn't do that. And I'm like, you know what? I know you're telling the truth because you were really freaked out, right? I could tell with Aaron Boone's response, I didn't need to look at anything else. I know he didn't say anything because it was not a normal protest.
Yeah.
Somebody in the crowd said something. Wendelstedt thought it was Aaron Boone. He tossed him and he stuck with it. And you had not just Boone, but you had other players, whatever, doing the same thing. Honest to God, Jason, I would have liked, you know what would have been a cool moment? I know this sounds stupid, but honestly, I think it would have been a really cool mic'd up moment for Wendelstedt and for umpires. If he said, Aaron, I've known, if you could hear this, Aaron, I've known you a long time. You look me in the eyes and you give me your word as a man that you did not say anything. Look me in the eyes and swear on your kids you didn't say anything. And if Aaron says, I swear to God on my kids, I didn't say anything, reverse the ejection.
Right. And then he said, you swear on your kids and you're lying to me?
You're out for the next week.
Why can't we have something like that where these managers and umpires know each other? In most cases, they're friends. They get it. Why can't we have a situation like that where the umpire shows a little bit of grace? Just like I'd like to see it the other way around. We didn't have that. It was a bad look.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I guess it gets attention for the sport, but not the good kind of attention, so it's bad.
And can I also say we also don't know what else was said earlier by
but
him either. I know.
The second batter of the game.
I don't know if there was like a previous game. If there's, I just always reserve the fact that like, was there something else? Was there something in pregame? Was there something from the? I don't know.
No.
Aaron Boone would never.
Exactly.
Number 2, please.
Safer out. It would be perfectly fine if an umpire reversed an ejection.
So kind of stepped on that earlier, my own question, but yes, I think so. I think there needs to be, look, I think
it's like their own internal review.
Right.
It's like, yeah, you know what? I got that wrong.
And you don't want to set a precedent. What you don't want to do is have somebody necessarily talk their like, okay, I'll be good from now on. All right, that's your last one. But like, okay, again, Dave's stupid ideas, which we should have sponsored. Like, can there be something between a warning and an ejection? Like, what about like
bring cards into it.
What about what about like a penalty box? Like, you have to go in the clubhouse for an inning. You're not
wear a fake mustache.
You're right, Bobby.
Yeah.
You're not officially ejected, but like this is your last warning, and you got an inning off. Yeah, you're in the penalty box. Yeah, I think if there's an extenuating circumstance like yesterday, I mean, what would have happened if he'd have reversed it? You know what would have probably happened? The other manager would have come out and he would have had to have ejected him. I understand. You create a whole new thing there.
What would you put in the penalty box? There would need to be more of a penalty than just being out for an inning. Like they have to watch something.
Yeah, that's a great point. I got it. They have to go in the penalty box, but they have to watch on loop the I think it was called Caveman with Ringo Starr in the early 80s. You remember that B movie?
I do.
I think it's just on loop.
Yeah.
And they have to put headphones on, and it has to be like closed. So like all you're doing is watching and listening to Ringo Starr. Wasn't John Matuzak in that too?
Yes.
I don't know what any of these things are that you're talking about.
Classic.
You know what? During the break, you should just look up Caveman Ringo Starr trailer on YouTube and
you're welcome.
Watch the special effects with the dinosaurs. Doesn't that movie end where he throws the hot chick in the big giant pile of dinosaur poo?
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, I know. Just
Chris
gave
was
it
gonna
away.
watch it tonight.
So anyways, I say safe. Okay, question 3. Chris would probably like that movie, to be honest with you. Question 3.
Safe or out. With their shutout of the Yankees yesterday, the A's are officially interested.
Who wrote this question?
I know, right? What? I think that's safe. I think the A's are a little interesting. I think they got a guy that could fire 103.
Oh, man.
That just makes some hitters look like little kids. Look, they ain't going to win any World Series or nothing, but interesting in the sense that we didn't expect anything out of them.
And make them interesting before they come here.
Yeah.
Yeah? Huh. You changed your face.
You've changed your face.
Yeah.
That's a whole different conversation.
Okay. You said you'd be in if they got here.
I will.
They're not here yet.
They're not here yet. And anytime we have this, we go down this road about the A's coming here, it just creates a whole thing, and everybody gets mad. It's exit day. I just don't have the energy.
You need energy.
I do, and I think that's why I'm going to switch to electric this summer at the behest of my friends at American Energy. By the way, text line 916-339-1140. You got to love this text from the 530. Why do you guys think Monty cares about your opinion, my opinion, or anyone's opinion besides his opinion? I don't. Well, hey, Chris, what is it? What's the internet? Is that what they call a straw man? What is that? Or false equipment? There's one of those internet-y terms, and I feel like that's it. Like, why are you asking a question that was never asked by us?
Sounds like a straw man.
That's straw. Okay. There's like internet-only terms, and I think that's one of them. What are you talking about? Who said he cares? I hope he doesn't care. But at the same time, it's like, why are you guys talking about sports? It doesn't affect anything. Game's still over. Okay. Show over. Thanks. Well done. Appreciate it. Anyways, let's switch. Let's switch to all electric. Let's focus on let's eye on the ball, guys. You can save big with American Energy and get rid of these spiking energy bills this summer. Up to $9,000 in rebates on a new ultra high efficiency comfort system. And American Energy is providing huge rebates from SMUD as well, up to $9,000. And they will do all the work for you and get those rebates. And you'll be left with nothing but, lower bills and incredibly efficient AC options available to you. And they're available right now. Get rid of those fluctuating gas bills in the winter. Get rid of those crazy SMUD bills in the summer. Switch to year-round all-electric with American Energy. Let them perform a free in-home energy efficiency analysis and see where they can help you save for the warmer months ahead. They're the best. I love them to death. Been around since 1981. Better Business Bureau. A+ rating. 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com. American Energy. Making the uncomfortable comfortable. Russell, who I am shocked knows this, says it's a logical fallacy, not a straw man. Thank you. Logical fallacy, straw man,
Sounds like a straw man.
false equivalency.
Right
It's always those nerdy internet terms and arguments I hate. All right, when we come back, the NBA playoffs are in full swing. The Lakers are crying. It's always a great thing. And why jinxes are real. We have proof. We'll do that next.
Has Monty put together a roster that can help make a deep playoff run this season?
Just trying to give coach options, give him guys that can help us win in a variety of areas. Obviously, our top guys are going to play every game, but there's going to be other times, whether it's injuries, matchups, we've got to have some variety on the bench for coach to point to and say, go in there and help us win.
Tune into every Kings game this season
on Sactown Sports and SactownSports.com.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets with nowhere to go. I didn't think I'd survive. But I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year. For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there.
Covenant House helped me break the cycle of homelessness in my family. They gave me the love that I needed.
Over 2,000 young people will sleep safely in a Covenant House bed tonight. When youth who are experiencing homelessness have a hot meal, a safe place to sleep, medical care, and love, they can overcome heartbreaking challenges and have a brighter future.
They just really genuinely just wanted to help me succeed, and I'm succeeding. I'm a speaker, I'm an author. Covenant House really helped me and really helped mold me into the woman I am today.
If you or someone you love is asking for help, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Arnold Law Firm.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA 3 Weather Center. It is Tuesday, and you feel the breeze this morning. Much cooler start to the day expected. As we head through the afternoon, we'll see sun and clouds mixing in. Highs today in the lower to mid 70s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
The Arnold Law Firm has seen how a collision can turn anyone's life upside down in a heartbeat. So remember to be a little more alert on the road and stay safe. The Arnold Law Firm, providing real justice for you since 1975. Call 916-777-7777.
Now your ideas don't have to wait. Now they have everything they need to come to life. Dell Technologies and Intel are creating technology that loves ideas, loves expanding your business, evolving your passions. We push what technology can do, so great ideas can happen right now. Find out how to bring your ideas to life at Dell.com. Welcome to Now.
In business, service is everything. Cintas delivers what you need to better serve your customers. Whether it's freshly laundered work apparel for almost any job imaginable, tested and inspected fire protection systems, first aid and safety supplies, on-site AED training, or mops and restroom products, stocked and ready when you need them. Better work days happen together. So visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Were you recently in a car accident? Don't let the insurance companies push you around. Turn to the experts at Gonzalez Law. Our team specializes in car accident cases, wrongful termination, and criminal defense, fighting tirelessly to get you the compensation and justice you deserve. With years of experience and a track record of success, we don't settle for less, and neither should you. Visit SacLegalDefense.com or call 916-304-9187 for a free consultation. Gonzalez Law, your advocate in the fight for justice.
Thunder, feel the thunder.
It ignites something inside of you.
Lightning and the thunder.
Sets alight an elevated state of being. Days are pure exhilaration. And the nights, they're simply electric. See it, hear it, feel it.
Thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder.
Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Feel the thunder.
KHTKAM HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD2 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports.
The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom,
with Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
Jason 0 for 1 today.
I made that.
And it went off the front rim.
Oh.
Yeah.
I got fouled.
Yeah, shot at the wastebasket. Hey, congratulations.
Oh my gosh, you're just lame.
Hey, Katie. See you tomorrow. Congratulations to Folsom's Jake Browning. Just signed re-upped a 2-year deal with the Bengals.
Hey, good for him.
Yeah, making a little scratch.
Yeah. Scratching
out a career. Love him for that. Appreciate it. Well, Jason, we talk about jinxes all the time.
Okay.
I'd like to give you an example of jinxing. I don't know.
Every single thing that every fan does at home or at the stadium makes a direct impact in the game.
I agree with that, especially in the stadium, especially if you're announcers. Let me take you back to the fourth quarter. Sixers, Knicks. Sixers at the line. 101-96 with how much time is left on the clock here? 47.3 left. 101-96 and at the line with just under 50 seconds left. Let me take you to the Philadelphia Hall of the Game.
You'd love to, but the goal is not having home court advantage to getting home court advantage by winning one of the 2 games on the road. Job done. Let's head down to the turnpike.
Now he splits them. Stay tuned. Post-game line is going to be fun. Runs and pushing off. No way.
That's the Philly call. Now, let me take you back.
Again, how much time was left?
46 seconds.
And a
101-96 in a 5-point game, and you're at the line. If you missed it, here it is again.
You'd love to, but the goal is not having home court advantage to getting home court advantage by winning one of the 2 games on the road. Job done. Let's head down to the turnpike.
Now he splits them. Stay tuned. Post-game line is going to be fun.
Job done. Let's head down to the turnpike.
After a missed free throw, too, by the way.
After a missed free throw, and then their post-game analyst.
Yeah.
Post-game's going to be fun. Yeah. Stay tuned. And then Mike Breen said, not so fast.
The Hart, back to Brunson. Brunson double team, splits the defense. Lowry takes it away, picked up by DiVincenzo. 8 on the 24. DiVincenzo, corner to Brunson. Sidestep, 3-pointer. Shot. It's good! Took the bounce and went in. 2-point game. Ball knocked loose. And Maxey gets knocked down. Hart takes it away. Out top to DiVincenzo. His shot won't go. Hartenstein the rebound. Hartenstein gets it out to Anunoby. DiVincenzo a 3. Bang! Bang! Knicks take a 1-point lead.
I just want to tell you, I love our announcers. One of them is my best friend in the whole world. Love Kyle. Love Mark. Obviously, G-Man's G-Man. I got to be really honest with you. I don't care if it was Katie. One of them pulls that crap, I might never forgive them. I still haven't forgiven Whitey Gleason for the funeral when the Kings were up 3-2 on the. I still haven't forgiven him for that completely. I love him. You can't do that.
Yeah, it's difficult sometimes, and I don't know why. I mean, I've done enough games too, and I know I've been guilty of it. Like, I don't know why we want to end games. I'm saying that we, as the broadcasting world, like sometimes we just want to end them and just let them play out. It's okay to wait.
Yeah.
And again, I'm guilty of this too. I've done it. And you just, strange things do happen. It's sports.
Oh, I'm super guilty of it. Like, well, I think it was one of the games. Oh, it was the last New Orleans game. And it was like, what, the first quarter? I'm like, I've seen enough. This game's over. When they were up like 32-11.
That's different. But I mean, even like to the end where you're like, this is probably over. Yeah, maybe, but you got to let it play out.
Gabriel says terms like logical fallacy, straw man, red herring existed long before the internet, Dave. You just never learned them in college. Well, first off, I didn't learn anything in college. So I didn't go. Secondly, what I'm saying is like those pop up in internet arguments. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Those are you rarely in real life are talking to a friend. You're like, well, I think this happened. Well, I think that happened. Well, that's a straw man.
What? Total straw man right there from our texter.
Yeah. Thank you. Cognitive dissonance. Again, these are terms that exist, but that's what it's the internet. It's the internet. Anyway. So that's a real jinx. Sixers lose. They send a protest to the league. I'm sure that'll work. I'm sure that'll 100% work. Wait, nope, it won't. Also, Nick Nurse can eat one, by the way. Oh, called a timeout. No, dude, you started to call a timeout and then you pulled it back. And then you kind of half-assed and tried to call, get out of here, Nurse. Get out of here with that.
Good night, Nurse.
Good night, Nurse. Thank you. And then we've got the Lakers. The
Let's
Lakers.
discuss.
Jamal Murray with an amazing shot at the end of the game. Anthony Davis was.
Let's hear what he had to say.
Yeah, Anthony Davis was sublime for 3 quarters and then completely disappeared off the face of the earth. And he was asked after the game about the Jamal Murray shot.
To kind of piggyback off that one, can you take us through that last play and just what happened and what unfolded? What was, I don't know if you were screened or what happened on that last play?
Jamal Murray made a shot.
Done.
Look, I get that's a horrible, heartbreaking loss. And you got to go out and you got to face dumb questions. It's not a dumb question. I'm saying the fact that you have to face questions, any question's dumb at that point is what I'm saying. I get it. You're not in a good state of mind. But what a lame look. Jamal Murray made a shot, mic drop, walk out. Okay. I think it extra sucked for Anthony Davis because not only did Jamal Murray make the shot, but then Anthony Davis fell backwards into the Nuggets bench. Was trapped. He was stuck there while they're celebrating.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
He could not get up. Anthony Davis, 32 points and 11 rebounds. He had 14 and 19. Just had a phenomenal 3 quarters. Completely disappeared in the fourth. LeBron, 26, 12, and 8. 2 steals, 2 blocks. They're not going to play much better than that. And boy, did they get, dear goodness gracious. The Nuggets win by 2 and outscore the Lakers 57-40 in the second. 57-40 in the second half. The Lakers had this game.
They did. So I think they've lost 6 playoff games in a row to the Nuggets. So last year they got swept, and I felt like a lot of them went the same way as this. The game 1, they had the lead in the second half. This one, they had a 20-point lead and played pretty well throughout the game, and you go home 0-2. That one was a devastating loss. Series, I wouldn't say ended, but man, you come home. What a difference it would be to come home 1-1 if Murray's shot doesn't go. Lakers found a way to make any other plays. The plays the Nuggets made down the stretch truly was amazing. And
they
there
were
some great highlights at the end of that game, but that was a killer loss for them.
And now they go back to it looks, by the letter of the law here, it's been a fun series for the most part.
Yeah.
It hasn't been blowout city by any stretch of the imagination, but don't you just kind of get the feeling that that's just where it's at with the Lakers, man?
And that's maybe what they're thinking. Again, last year they got swept 4-0 by the Nuggets, and that sounds like that's domination, but the games were just like last night. But in the end, it doesn't matter if they win easily or close. Lakers can't find a way to beat this team right now.
And you got to love the Lakers. The Lakers whining about the referees. In fact, and we got a break here. Let me just give you a snippet of D'Angelo Russell here. A snippet of D'Angelo Russell.
What was the feeling and how do you guys process it?
The feeling, I think it was trying not to lose the league, but we were still aggressive at the same time. We just missed a few shots down that stretch when they were throwing haymakers. Simple as that. I like where we were at. I like the chance we gave ourselves. A few questionable calls that really dictated a lot of movements forward. So it is what it is. We all saw it.
Yeah, we'll get to that in 3 for Madness coming up next. The Los Angeles Lakers whining about free throw calls and why that's hilarious. We'll take a break. 3 for Madness. Chris Roulade will read us questions. We will read answers. Well, not read. We'll just give them answers off the top of our head. We'll do that in exactly 1 minute.
Trying to find out where to catch your favorite team's games?
Are you a fan of the Kings, Niners, and the NFL? Well, Sactown Sports has you covered.
Touchdown! San Let's go! It's all on his shoulders. Cox rocks. He fires for the win. He's got the triple.
Catch all your Kings, Niners, and NFL games all year long on Sactown Sports and SactownSports.com.
I lock up my Old Spice Fiji aluminum-free dry spray to keep that 24/7 lasting freshness safe for myself. Fresh coconuts, palm trees in the wind. It's like catching waves in Fiji. Actually, I just talked myself into a refreshing spritz of Fiji. My Old Spice is missing! No!
eBay Motors is here for the ride. 120,000 miles of night drives, daily commutes, and who knows how many.
Are we there yet?
Through countless fixes, elbow grease, and a new radiator, you kept your ride alive. With eBay Motors, you have over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
3 questions, 3 answers. It's 3 for Madness on the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Here's question 1.
All right, coming up next, we will play you the complete Malik Monk audio from yesterday and let you guys kind of go from there. There is a lot there with Malik. I'll let you hear the back and forth. In the meantime, 3 for Madness. Question 1, Christopher Lott.
The Lakers whining about the refs is like blank.
The Lakers whining about the refs is like me making fun of someone for having jacked up teeth. It's like me calling someone fat. I'm trying to use me in a self-deprecating way so I don't offend anyone. It's like Fran Drescher telling somebody they have an annoying laugh. Now,
that was a really good analogy.
Thank you. Let me be clear. There were some missed calls yesterday that went against the Lakers. I watched the game. And just because one thing is true can't mean the other thing's true. Lakers did that. I would be really surprised if the last 2-minute report didn't show that the Lakers got screwed on a call or two last night. One of which really important, the hit in the face, which will remind Kings fans of what happened in Boston. But the irony is that the Lakers are favored and documentedly favored by the refs over the last 2 years. And really, you can tie it back to when LeBron James called them out and the Referees Association apologized, which is unprecedented for Lakers or Laker fans. The fact of the matter is this, I will happily say it. The Lakers are not here without the refs being historically biased towards them. It's not the only way you could argue it is if you are a Laker fan or somebody who is biased towards the Lakers. It just makes no sense, Jason. It is a problem. It's not talked about enough. And the whole, well, wait a minute, hold on a second, Dave. The Lakers do all this stuff on the inside and derby. Yeah, okay. Let me get numbers don't lie, man. Paint touches, the Lakers rank 17th. The Nuggets, for example, rank 1st. Lakers drive rate, 27th in the league. Lakers paint points, 2nd in the league. Post up, 7th. The problem here is when you look at the free throw disparity over the last 2 years, Jason, it's historic. Don't complain about the refs. You're not in the postseason if it's not for the refs and what they've done.
Yeah.
So I think it's stupid.
Yeah. I don't know which one I was going to use, but it's like just like someone yelling in a mirror. Just like, what are you yelling at? You're yelling at yourself. I feel like they can complain. They have every right to. And yes, to your point that you said earlier, they do have some calls that go against them.
Sure.
But it's a little rich coming from the team that gets more free throws than anybody.
By the way, Not only have the Lakers led the NBA in free throw attempt differential, meaning they've had more free throws than all their opponents combined on a leading rate for the last 2 years. Their total over the last 2 years has more than doubled second place over the last 2 years. Over the last 2 years, first place, the Lakers over 2 seasons have had 983, not free throw attempts, more free throw attempts than their opponents. Second place over the last 2 years, the Miami Heat, 386.
Wow.
And the paint numbers don't, even if you're going to that, they don't back them up. It's Los Angeles, it's the number 2 market, it's the Lakers, and it's the power of LeBron James. It's the referees that are intimidated by superstars and not doing a good job. It's not an opinion. So don't bitch about the refs. D'Angelo, LeBron, who I like. AD, mic drop. Jamal Murray made a shot. Number 2.
Question 2.
With his postseason performance so far, is Joel Embiid gaining more respect with you?
You know, I've been kind of down on Joel Embiid, who I really, really liked personality-wise, play-wise coming into the league, but then he kind of caught hardenitis and became a free throw merchant way too much and admitted as such, brought that part of the Euro game in that I hate. But you can tell he is hurting, and you probably shouldn't feel this way, but when players are hurting and they gut through it, I say this because I don't want to shame. There's nothing wrong if you're an athlete and you are risking further injury or you're in pain. I'm not the guy, and I don't like the people that shame them for it, unless it's for fun. But in reality, it's like, look, if a guy, that's why I kind of felt bad for AD. And I've always wondered why Kawhi Leonard doesn't get anywhere near the same crap that Joel Embiid and Anthony Davis do. I understand he has 2 championships and finals MVP, but they've all 3 of those guys are within 2 games of each other in games played over the last 3 years. But to see Joel Embiid fight through it and when he's not right, I'll be honest, it puts a little smile on my face, like tip of the cap.
Yeah.
I see you, Joel.
Yeah, I have plenty of respect for him, though. Actually, watching him just makes me honest thought is, how much more does he have left? Like, has he just become one of those guys that is broken down? And I hate to say that, but I mean, is that where he's going with his career? It looks like he's uncomfortable playing, which makes you wonder, should he be playing? But will he be right? He did have surgery. He's obviously not all the way there, but yeah, plenty of respect for what he's doing. It just makes me wonder how much more he's got left.
34, 10, and 6 yesterday for Joel Embiid on half a leg. He is 30 years old. And remember, there was a time where we wondered if Joel Embiid would ever have it. Would he be Sam Bowie? Would he be Greg Oden? And he's put together a Hall of Fame career in a very short time, relatively. But I don't see Joel Embiid. Let's just put it this way. I don't see Joel Embiid playing at 36, 37, 38. It's just too much of a toll on the lower body. Number 3, please.
Question 3.
Are the Nuggets the King's ceiling?
Are the Nuggets the King's ceiling? This kind of goes back to what we were talking about. Yeah, I do believe that the basic blueprint that Monty McNair is following is the Denver Nuggets, with the defensive-minded coach on an offensive-based team, with the Studley point guard, with the big-time passing center, who is a tremendous rebounder down low. I think Keegan Murray is their Michael Porter Jr., maybe with a little shot of Aaron Gordon in there. They need to grab a couple more pieces, but I think when you're looking at the road the Kings are on, and I'm talking about best case scenario, optimism, and a ceiling, I think you can look at the Nuggets road, and there's some similarities there in team construction.
Yeah, they should hope they get that fortunate, right? I mean, this has been a very good organization the last couple of years, one of the favorites this year. They won it all last year. And there are some similarities with the two. Now, can the Kings stay patient? I would have said, though, when you read earlier in the show the Michael Malone stats, a lot of organizations would have fired that guy.
Yes, he almost got fired.
Yeah, a lot of them would have done it.
Yeah.
And so sometimes it's the moves you don't make, right? They elected to keep the coach, who everybody believes is a good coach, now seemingly proving that more and more every year. And so they stuck with it. And sometimes that is the right plan to stick with, but it's tough to see that when you're maybe not winning as much as you'd like. So we'll see how the Kings approach this offseason.
If only we had a guy back in the day like Mike Malone. You wonder what would have happened.
Yeah.
Hello, Rick. Rick.
Hey, Dave. How are you?
Good, buddy. Hey, Rick.
Hey, guys. Hey, so having a couple days to kind of digest what happened Friday night. I think a lot of us are overreacting. I think what needs to happen is, first of all, number one, you got to keep Malik. You've got to keep him. You can't let him go. Can't let him walk. Number two, very simple, maybe add one piece. And probably the biggest thing, you got to make your free throws, man. You got to. If we make our free throws, we're still playing right now. And that is just our Achilles heel right now. And that can be fixed. And that needs to be a point of focus. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
That is fixable.
It's fixable. I agree with everything Rick said. The only problem is what he said originally. I mean, they've got to keep Malik Monk. Well, I can tell you they're going to do everything they can to keep Malik Monk. The problem is they don't control their own destiny with Malik Monk.
Right.
They can throw him what they throw him and hope and pray. So we have Malik's unedited comments from the press back and forth yesterday. We're going to play that for you in its entirety when we come back. And then we're going to have a discussion over the next segment, not just evaluating Malik, but also what is your gut based on his tone, what he said, how he answered the questions. And then Sam Amick's going to join us at 8. So we will take a break. When we come back, Malik Monk from the podium next.
Kevin Herter plays here.
It's Herter. He's been hot. He fires. He's still hot. Kevin Herter from downtown has a 15-point first quarter.
Sactown Sports is your proud home of the Sacramento Kings.
Welcome to the April Adventure sales event at Kia Vacaville, where they're ushering a new season with unbeatable lease options for their 2024 lineup. As April blooms with possibilities, it's the perfect time to discover the thrill of driving a Kia, featuring the luxurious and versatile Kia Telluride. During April Adventures, Kia Vacaville is excited to unveil their top models with irresistible lease offers. Feel the exhilaration of the all-new Kia Sportage, blending captivating design with dynamic performance. Experience the impressive fuel efficiency of the Kia Niro, a hybrid wonder that stretches your adventures further. And don't miss out on the chance to boost your journeys with the luxurious comfort and practicality of the Kia Telluride. Available now at Kia Vacaville. Embrace the look of spring with their eco-friendly Kia hybrid options, tailored for those who seek efficiency without sacrificing style, with the EV9 in stock. Kia Vacaville is your premier destination for electric excitement. Model availability, lease options, and features may vary. For more details, visit Kia Vacaville and embark on your April adventure today.
Slightly Stupid. Live in concert. Saturday, April 27th, 7:30 p.m. The venue at Thunder Valley. With special guest Fortunate Youth. For tickets, visit ThunderValleyResort.com. Don't miss Slightly Stupid live.
Seems like all this artificial intelligence stuff stirs up the age-old debate of man versus machine. Hi, it's Dan from the Good Feet store, and let me ask you, would you let a robot cut your hair? Would you rely on an app to teach a kid to ride a two-wheeler? Let's face it, some things require the human touch. People come to us seeking a solution to foot, leg, and back pain after trying all kinds of things recommended by in-store machines or website blurbs. An impersonal, generic approach to solving a problem that's unique to you. No wonder they usually don't work. At the Good Feet store, you'll meet with an arch support specialist who will take the time to learn about your needs, your feet, your lifestyle, and then fit you from over 300 models and sizes of arch supports, designed for pain relief, better balance, and more comfort. See what we can do for you with a free fitting. Just stop in or schedule an appointment. With over 200 stores, there's likely one near you. Find yours at goodfeet.com.
Everybody needs Good Feet.
Waking you up with the best in local sports.
They just make it interesting, you know?
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross
on Sactown Sports.
Welcome back. All right, we got to get this in because this is lengthy. Here is Malik Monk yesterday. Malik Monk, just a wide range of questions. Listen in because there will be a test in the next segment where we're going to go over and do you feel better or worse about Malik Monk staying? Here he is right now.
let go of the season because it was over. Just try to figure out what's going forward. Figure out what I'm gonna do going forward. And yeah, just trying to let go, decompress.
What was just the level of disappointment as you sat there realizing that you'd potentially had played your last game in Sacramento?
Hard to grasp. I think that's why I was sitting there a little long. DC helped me back to the locker room, though, told me to come on. But yeah, it's kind of bittersweet.
Do you feel like you have an idea of what to expect this summer? And I ask that knowing obviously where you've been in your career prior, Charlotte, LA, and you're coming off of 2 of your best seasons of your career. I imagine it's a fun position to be in, knowing that you can kind of control your own destiny. But do you have an idea of how this might all play out? And if so, how you think it goes?
No, I don't. Because I haven't had 2 good seasons in a row like this. So yeah, now I don't know what to expect, but I got a great agent. And I know he's gonna make sure I'm good. So I just sit back and relax and let him do his job.
Malik, to build on that point, a lot of the local perspective is are you going to come back? Are the Kings going to lose you? I do think it's fair to you to remember where you've been. Like, you've never been in this position where the momentum in your career was at a level where you're going to have a good market. So as far as your journey and just what you've been through, is it gratifying to be here with options and knowing how much things have changed for you?
Hell yeah, man. It feels good. It feels good. Knowing that going into the offseason, you will have options because I didn't have options before. So, yeah, man, it feels good to just – I wouldn't say relax because you got to still work out and work on your game. But I can – it's a little weight off my shoulders for sure.
Malik, obviously the Kings are limited as to what they can offer you. How tough do you think this decision is going to be for you? Because obviously you built relationships here. You could be the 6th man of the year. You've done this here. But you can obviously make more elsewhere. How tough is it weighing all those options?
Yeah, man, it's big because I can go somewhere else with a lot more money and be in a worse situation. So you never know. And like I said, I got a great agent that's going to do his job. I think my job is done. I did what I needed to do this year. And it's going to play out. I think it's going to play out in the right way.
Malik, the last couple of seasons, just want to, get your thoughts, working with Mike Brown, because it seemed like that, you have thrived, under his system. And, as far as, the coaching, did you get what you wanted out of him as far as him coaching?
What do you mean in that? What do you mean?
As far as, elevating your game, helping you elevate your game.
I don't think he helped me elevate my game. I think he put people on notice of what I can do by letting me play. I think my game was already elevated. I just needed an opportunity to show it. But yeah, Mike did a great job with us, knowing all the down people we had that wouldn't talk, dealing with the people that me and Trey that really just spoke up a lot, and just trying to mesh all of us together. I think Mike did a great job in that.
Malik, officially being named a finalist for 6th man of the year, what would it mean to you to win that award, and how badly do you want to win it?
Oh yeah, everything, man. I want it. That's all I've been thinking about, the 6th man award, man. And yeah, yeah, that's all I can say, man. I want it bad. And that's all I've been thinking about since then, especially when the finalists came out. So I hope y'all voted for me.
Malik, seems like you kind of took on a bit of a mentorship role in a lot of ways with this team, with the younger guys. Just kind of touch on that, and you kind of taking on that responsibility with the team, and also how different it might be from young guy to young guy, and how different the approach might be to kind of mentoring them in different ways.
Yeah, man. They're not really young guys because we kind of in the same age, but I just been in the league a little longer. But I think that's why they listen to me, because I've been around. And I've been through the same situation they're going through. And yeah, I think that's what I try to tell them too, so they can listen to me and not try to fight it, because that's what I was doing, fighting it, fighting the information. And everybody just took the information and ran with it. And you can see that with Keon. He finally got his confidence, and I was trying to install that in him since last year. So it's kind of weird though, like you said, being a young guy, teaching the young guys. But yeah, I think I got that from picking up on with Bron, AD, how they carry themselves and how they used to talk to me. I think that rubbed off a little bit on me.
Malik, you got my vote for six man. You seem a little bit more emotional than maybe we usually see you right now. I just wonder like how much or maybe some of this stuff hitting you today. You've been here, had a chance to play with Fox, had a chance to really show who you are and what you can do on the floor. And I know, this time you valued it as much as maybe the fans and the organizations valued you. What are you feeling today and what are these emotions?
I just woke up too. I'm kind of tired. Emotions are everywhere, man. Like you said, I came here with one of my best friends, turned the organization around, turned the city around. The city loves me, and I said before, I love the city. So yeah, man, the emotions just everywhere right now. And that's something I got to deal with being an NBA player. So I'll be all right.
Couple questions for you, Malik. First, Keegan just said, no matter what decision you make, he'll have your back forever. Domas, De'Aaron have echoed kind of the same thing. The support that they have, knowing that obviously they want you back, they want to keep playing with you, but they support whatever you do and are encouraging you to seek what's best for you. I guess, what does that mean to you?
Everything is everything, man, because they didn't have to accept me when I got here, besides Fox. But now, yeah, man, they didn't have to accept me how they did. It was great. They all welcomed me, and like I say, they all listen to me now. Since the last 2 years, I think I stepped up as a leader for the team because Fox not that vocal, Domas not that vocal by telling people what to do or trying to better people. He just shows he goes out there and dominate, and I think that's the way he leads. So everybody got a different way of leading, man, and I think they just accepted me to be the leader of this team in different aspects.
And then secondly, I imagine these last few weeks have been difficult sitting on the sidelines watching that stretch and watching the play-in. Obviously not the result you guys wanted, but I guess how proud are you of the effort and the fight and the Golden State win and everything to get to that point and how much you were a part of that?
Yeah, bro, it was great seeing those guys compete like that, man. But I didn't like it at all because I was watching. I went out there with my guys doing the thing I love the best. So it was kind of bittersweet, like everything's happening right now, man. But yeah, I loved it. I loved it. It was a great season. Even though it ended like it did, we showed a lot of heart.
I'd imagine it's a good spot to be in, but how tough is it to balance, getting paid as you've played yourself into and also finding what an ideal spot is for you?
That's my agent job. Nah, yeah, man. I'm gonna just take a little time to relax and decompress and not think about it right now. I know my agent is working hard and probably got some options, so that's another reason why I can relax.
All right, Malik. Yeah, so 2 questions for you. Like just overall since you've been drafted, you've had that 6-man role when you were in Charlotte, down LA with the Lakers, and now up here in Sacramento. And just knowing that now you have mentioned having options, going to a different team in free agency. Do you always see yourself as just having that 6-man type career, or are you looking at going to a system to where you want to be more of a facilitator on the offense?
I think I facilitate while I'm being a 6-man, but yeah, I definitely want to start. I think I've been saying that I wanted to start, but if it's not fit for the team for me to start, I'll come off the bench and be the best. So I just take my role and run with it.
Yeah, and the second question, we think about just these connections that are getting made with former college teammates. We think about in New York with the Knicks, with the Villanova connection with DiVincenzo, Brunson, and Josh Hart. And here in Sacramento with Trey Lyles, De'Aaron, and yourself, is that going to be a push for you to want to stay in Sacramento just to keep that nucleus of the guys that you've pretty much came up with and have established, just a system here overall?
Yes and no. Because like I said before, I can go to a situation with more money and be in a worse seeding or role. Or anything. So It plays a little part in it, but I don't know yet. I don't know.
Malik, to follow up on the college connection, I know you were very excited when Coach Cal decided to go to Arkansas, and as an Arkansas guy yourself, do you want to expand on what that means as, the college landscape is, moving constantly?
It's just for Arkansas, man. We've been needing somebody to turn the program around, especially on the basketball end, man. And having my former college coach go there, it just shocked really most of the people where I'm from, on the northeastern side, because they all said I was gonna go to Kentucky and play with Cal and everything like that, and him just coming to the state where he's available, and some of my friends can go out there and see him and just go interact with him. That changed lives, because we don't see things like that in Arkansas, and I think Cal turned the whole state around. So it's a big thing. It's a big thing for Arkansas for sure.
You mentioned prior to the injury that what happened in the playoffs postseason could kind of help your calculus on where you're going. How unanswered do you feel like that is, considering that you weren't able to be a part of it? And
a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot.
And what is your belief if you did return, that like this core, is trending in the right direction?
I feel like we'll be playing right now if I was playing. So we would have been going in the right direction with that. So I can't really speak too much on that because I can't control who comes here and who leaves and everything like that. So, but yeah, I just feel like we'll be playing right now. Played yesterday if I was not injured.
Following up on that, do you feel like if you guys had advanced to this, that you would have been healthy enough to actually contribute and be able to be a factor in a first-round playoff series?
Say that again.
If you guys had advanced this far, knowing that you had the injury that you did, do you feel like you have clarity as to whether or not you might have been able to contribute?
Definitely. But I still wanted to play, though. Yeah, so. But, yeah, I definitely could have. Yeah, I definitely did.
And being that you're a direct guy, I feel like we'd be doing a disservice if we didn't ask this question. But perfect world situation, would you want to be in Sacramento?
Definitely.
Malik, you talked a little bit about being there for the quote-unquote young guys while you were out, and you mentioned Keon. What do you just see with Keon and his potential moving forward?
A great defender in the NBA. Whether he's starting or coming off the bench, he's going to be a great defender. Got a lot of potential. And he was making shots, and that just added more to his defensive pressure too. So yeah, he's gonna be all right. Keon gonna be all right, and he listens too. Want to learn, want to get better. So yeah, he's gonna be all right. He'll be a good NBA player.
And that's that. Malik Monk, unfiltered, uncensored. It is Malik, which, by the way, means king in Arabic.
Really?
You know what it doesn't mean? Magic or Sixers. Means king.
Yeah, I heard that yesterday, heard it again today, and I don't know if I have any different, part of me goes, oh man, he's gone. No, I think he wants to be here. Yeah. I think it's really the most telling things to me is he clearly stated he would like to start.
Yes.
But also would follow up but also if it's the best role for me is off the bench, then I'm going to be great at that. So, I mean, he had a lot of good answers in there.
There was the one part where I think the thing that gave everybody the most hope was when he said, I could go somewhere else and make more money and be in a worse situation. Yeah. Everyone's like, yeah.
All right.
And then there was a part where I think, who was it? Somebody asked if it was bittersweet, he goes, that you might have played your last game. Yeah. He goes, yeah, I had a lot of memories here. I'm paraphrasing now. And you're like, oh.
Yeah.
But he's doing a really, really good job. Let me ask you this. I'm kind of
I think he's in a really good position. Personally, because he knows the Kings want him. So he could come back in a spot that he likes.
Yeah.
But he also could take another position where likely he's a starter and makes a ton of money. And if it fits all the other boxes where he's like, yeah, I also think we're going to be good, my situation will be good, then he should go.
So we'll take a quick break. When we come back, first, I see our guy holding on line one. We'll get to you. He's been holding for a while. Also, what are your thoughts at 1-800-920-1140? Just gut feeling. Call your shot. Will he be back? Will he leave? And I'll also tell you about an idea I have that is not thought out, and I don't know if I want to do it or not, but I want to share it with the class. Those are always the best ideas. Because Malik Monk has a public appearance coming up in May.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, we're good as a city about doing stuff like this. This is the same city that offered, along with the former ownership, to mow Chris Webber's lawn. How can we bribe Malik? Well, nothing says we can't bribe him. Kings
People
can't
show up at the airport to keep Rudy gay.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was there. Yes. And I feel like we like Malik Monk at least as much as we like Rudy, probably more. Although at the time, we really loved Rudy Gay. We'll get to all that right after this.
Subscribe to Sactown Sports on YouTube and watch the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross, Stiles and Watkins, and the Drive Guys. Live Monday through Friday from 6 to 6. Plus view archive shows and exclusive content.
Subscribe at youtube.com/Sactown Sports.
The Arnold Law Firm has seen how an injury can turn anyone's life upside down. Whether it's a slip and fall, a car accident, or any other kind of injury. For almost 50 years, the Arnold Law Firm has been here to help you through the entire process to protect you and your family. If you are ever injured or in an accident, call the Arnold Law Firm. The Arnold Law Firm, providing real justice for you since 1975. Call 916-777-7777. That's 916-777-7777.
It's a myth to think you don't play golf well enough to get fitted for golf clubs. The professionals at the Hagen Oaks Player Performance Studio would argue that playing the game with golf clubs properly fitted to your body and swing characteristics is the best way to improve your game and have more fun on the golf course. With a professional staff of fitters, all the major brands of equipment, and cutting-edge technology featuring TrackMan, the indoor-outdoor Hagen Oaks Player Performance Studio is worth a look. See for yourself, Fulton Avenue at the Cap City Freeway. Schedule your fitting at 916-808-2531, 808-2531. When I want to stretch out after a long day, my sofa needs to be comfortable, but it also needs to look attractive and inviting when guests come to visit. Hi, I'm Frank LaRosa with a word about Naturewood Home Furnishings. We spend so much time on our living room sofas that we forget they're a focal point and a hint to our decorating tastes. Right now, during Naturewood Home Furnishings sofa sale, you can save on every sofa, including gallery-exclusive custom-ordered flex steel furniture. Whether you're interested in a new sofa, sectional, or recliner, you can choose from hundreds of colors and fabrics. Nobody has more styles and choices than Naturewood Home Furnishings. And when it comes right down to it, it's all about choices and always about quality. Shop Naturewood for the look you love at a price you'll love even more. Visit Naturewood Home Furnishings right now for this remarkable sofa sale. Off Highway 50 at Hazel, look for the water wheel.
In the morning to get your sports fix.
Live and local.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
It's always funny. Somebody held through that entire interview, and then I said we were going to them when we get back, and then they
I get scared.
I don't want to talk. All right. Malik Monk. Should he stay or should he go? He's got a public appearance at a card show on the 18th.
Through our guy.
Is that through our guy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's why I was being evasive. Yeah. Okay, we should okay, so here's the thing. I know there's like a fine line. But I don't think Malik Monk's the type of guy that if there was like a massive outpouring of support, like he'd be like, God,
that's too much.
I'm leaving.
Right.
Like I look, I'm not stupid. I mean, yes, I'm stupid, but I'm not that stupid to think that a bunch of us showing up and doing whatever would change his mind. But I'm a big believer in it can't hurt.
Right.
If it can't hurt, why not? So we should all put our thinking caps on. And maybe we can get together with our guy Emran. And is he coming in this week, by the way, Emran Pilati?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next time he comes in, we got time. We got a good 2-ish weeks. Like maybe could we get like some sort of situation where like there's like a box next to Malik
A suggestion box,
or like a big moving box. Oh, that's a bad signal. Just a holding box. Like, let's all come in and let's all do. I think we should all like draw pictures for him. You know, like how kids do for your birthday, but like draw pictures of like Malik and and everyone holding hands, or like bring him in like a little flower, or you know what, golf ball. Let's find out. I know. I will do the research on this. Let's find out things Malik Monk would like. And
well,
I
know golf
for sure, which makes me really nervous about Orlando because they got a few golf courses.
Yeah, but we got a lot of good ones.
Yeah, we do.
Weren't you supposed to come up with some sort of gift card to give him?
I think that's what I'm going to do. Is I think I will personally offer him, because I haven't been able to confirm this yet, but I'll just put my butt on the line for this. I will give him free golf for life at
a place you don't own.
Exactly. You know what? I'll bet I'm going to make a phone call during the break. I'll bet you. I got a buddy who I think I could. You know who I'm talking about. I wonder if I could get him to agree. You know, I'm gonna text him right now. Free golf for as long as he's a Sacramento King. I think and then we'll make a little gift certificate. There's stuff like that.
That goes a long way, right?
Why not? And in the end,
it's not the Kings doing it. It's not tampering.
It's us. We can bribe him.
Yeah.
We almost raised enough money to build a new arena. Damn it.
Yeah, almost.
Why can't we? Here you stay.
Yeah. Here we monk?
Yes. Here we monk. Absolutely. Monk day. Monk in the trunk. What does that even mean? I don't know. Sounds funny.
We will not play We Want the Monk anymore.
Why wouldn't we do that, Chris?
It seems like it was let us down a bad few weeks.
Malik Monk did talk about starting though, real quick. Wanna
I think I facilitate while I'm being a 6-man, but yeah, I definitely want to start. I think I've been saying that I wanted to start, but if it's not fit for the team for me to start, I'll come off the bench and be the best. So I just take my role and run with it.
You said it before.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Do you think it would be, let me just ask you from a basketball standpoint, Chase. If you want to weigh in, by the way, 1-800-920-1140. We're taking your thoughts on Malik Monk, whether or not you think he'll stay, and also any ideas you might have that we could put together to bring to Malik Monk as a token of our appreciation, and please stay. Like, is there anyone out there legitimately whose significant other is pregnant that would be willing to name their child Malik or Monk? Right?
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
Help.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Can't hurt.
Okay.
Is there anybody out there that would be willing to commit? And of course, this is only if Malik stays. Is there anybody out there that'd be willing to commit to getting like Malik Monk's face as a tattoo?
Oh, I thought you were doing like face off.
No, that wouldn't work. Or just
it worked out one time.
Like a Malik, maybe like Malik and then a little king's crown underneath it. Because Malik means king in Arabic.
Yeah.
You know, let's think outside the box. Let's get creative, and then present it all to him. You know, we can just form a line. But didn't that used to be like a thing in like ancient Egyptian cultures or something, where like there'd be a giant line for the king,
a receiving line?
Yeah, I think it was like a lot of cultures actually, where like the king would be there, and then you're like, here is my offering. Here's what I shall give. Here's
a loaf of bread.
Yes. I don't think a loaf of bread is going to keep Malik Monk here. I wish it would.
It's good bread.
What if it's muffaletta bread?
See?
Okay. He said before he wants to start. So let me ask you this, Jason. Do you think, let's be careful what we wish for. What if the Kings went to Malik Monk and said, dude, we will give you 4 years, $78 million. We'll give you a 2-year opt-out so that we can give you even more money. Well, they can't say that, but so you can pursue your options. And we will guarantee you the starting job. And the Kings go into next year, and their starters at the 1 and 2 are locked down. Fox, Monk, and then they're locked down at the 5 with Sabonis. They're locked in at the 3-4 with Keegan, and then that kind of leaves you Harrison. Can the Kings do damage in the playoffs and or win a championship with a backcourt of De'Aaron Fox and Malik Monk? Or is that a bad basketball move in your opinion?
That's what they were doing already.
Right? Well, a starting lineup.
I know, but they just didn't start them. Like they played a lot of minutes together. So if it matters that much to Malik, it's just interesting. We said this during this season. Mike Brown did everything but start him.
He almost started you at one point.
I think I did. I got a few minutes. So there's obvious reasons for that, according to Mike Brown. But if it's that important to Malik Monk, but I also think that's a dangerous. Like, I don't think that would be in good faith for a team to say, we promise you a starting spot.
Right.
Like, in theory, I don't think this was done, but what if Kevin Huerter was told, we promise you a starting spot? Well, at one point, they didn't start him while he was healthy.
Hey, it ain't show friends.
Yeah, he wasn't playing well. So they changed things up. I don't know that would happen to Malik. I think it's something they should seriously look at, not a promise of it, but I don't understand completely why he didn't start. I get what they saw in him off the bench. I get what they have. He's likely going to win 6-man, and he played just as many minutes and usually was a closer. But in some of those games, Dave, when they were behind early, you're like, yeah, why not play your best players at the beginning? Or the most minutes together as a combination.
Right.
That's the other part. Like, generally, if you start, that group is getting 6 minutes to begin the game, 6 minutes or so to start the third quarter. And many times they're the closing lineup. So why wouldn't you want the most amount of minutes with that best group together?
I agree with you. 100%. It's definitely something to look at.
Yeah.
Also, the listeners are always coming through. Jess Escoto, who does not, who is notorious for not being passionate.
Mm-hmm.
Notorious for.
That's what we've heard.
She has offered to get a Malik Monk tattoo. Really? And I don't think she's lying.
Yeah.
What do you say? Yeah. Like that?
No, I don't think she's lying either.
Yeah.
I believe like she believes she would do that.
AB916 says, I will give my son Malik as his middle name if Monk stays. AB, not to get too personal, but is that just like a general in the future, or do you have one on the way?
Yeah.
I think important to.
And what's the alternative plan?
And what is the alternative plan? Mitch says, let's just raise money. I got $100. I mean, I'm here for that too. Zebra says, I'll bake cookies. Now, is that for Malik or for us? Because we're always open to that. Somebody suggested that we go to Gunther's or Leatherby's, maybe get free. I mean, I think we should go around to a bunch of different businesses.
Yeah.
Like, can I talk to, I'm going to make another call during the break too.
I know who.
You know exactly who. I haven't even mentioned either name. Let me ask you this. Let's just make sure. How many syllables does he have in his first name?
2.
That's exactly right. I'll make a phone call during the break because I
restaurants 3.
That is correct. I think we can pull that off. I'm not sure if he likes it, but who doesn't?
Good point.
All right, we'll take a break. When we'll come back, Sam Amick. He will join us from The Athletic. It says Sam doubleheader this week. We're back right after this.
The only place you'll find Malik Monk is Sactown Sports.
Oh my, what an athletic move that time by Malik Monk.
Hey Sacramento, it's Malik Monk and you're listening to the home of the Sacramento Kings, Sactown Sports.
Your local sports leader.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets with nowhere to go. I didn't think I'd survive. But I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year. For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there.
Covenant House helped me break the cycle of homelessness in my family. They gave me the love that I needed.
Over 2,000 young people will sleep safely in a Covenant House bed tonight. When youth who are experiencing homelessness have a hot meal, a safe place to sleep, medical care, and love, they can overcome heartbreaking challenges and have a brighter future.
They just really genuinely just wanted to help me succeed, and I'm succeeding. I'm a speaker, I'm an author. Covenant House really helped me and really helped mold me into the woman I am today.
If you or someone you love is asking for help, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
At Fisher Investments, we may seem like other money managers, but we're different.
What makes you so different than the rest of us?
We ensure clients receive unparalleled service at every step of the relationship.
Tell me more.
Our investment counselors focus on service over sales, prioritizing clients' needs.
How do you make money?
We don't sell any commission-based products. We have a simple management fee based on the value of our client's portfolio. So we do better when our clients do better.
What about client portfolios?
We get to know each client, their finances, family, health, lifestyle, and more, and then we tailor a portfolio based on their specific goals and needs.
Your clients really come first then, huh?
Yes, we make them a top priority. Our goal is helping them achieve a comfortable retirement.
Wow, maybe we are different.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Progressive presents
10 things on a contractor's to-do list that are harder than getting a commercial auto insurance quote. Bidding a new client, giving an accurate estimate, finding affordable materials, getting a client to pay you for work you already did, getting a client to pay you, period, securing permits and workers and tools, getting those workers and tools to work together, and finding the perfect pair of overalls. Pockets, baby. But the easiest thing on a small business owner's to-do list? Seeing if you can save on commercial auto insurance. Get a quote in as little as 7 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Coverage subject to policy terms and conditions.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. 120,000 miles of night drives, daily commutes, and who knows how many.
Are we there yet?
Through countless fixes, elbow grease, and a new radiator, you kept your ride alive. With eBay Motors, you have over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Guys, did you know your testosterone affects everything in your system, including how you feel and perform every day? Right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento will check your testosterone for free. Knowing your T level is the first step in understanding if you have low T. Your testosterone level impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED. Maintaining an appropriate T level can change your whole life. Most men start to see changes in their hormone levels in their 30s. Get your T levels checked today by local, experienced, and trusted men's health experts. They're in Midtown in the Cal Sutter Medical Building and also offer telemedicine appointments. Plus, with free shipping directly to you, Revive takes the hassle out of treating low T and ED. Schedule your free testosterone test, free exam, and free consultation today. Call Revive Men's Health at 916-365-4566. That's 916-365-4566 or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
KHTKAM Sacramento, KYMX HD2 Sacramento.
Take it on the local level. Live and local, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios, Sactown Sports. The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call it.
Me trying all these things that you're going to give to him, and videotape it just so like, hey, so this is visually what you're going to get.
This is actually what you're going to get. So I think that's almost I think that's almost worth it just to watch you playing golf.
Yeah, probably.
What'd you say in my ear?
Oh, he needs just a minute.
Sam?
Yeah.
We did this for him.
We did this as a favor. Golly. Jess says she's going to need a GoFundMe for the tattoo. No, you won't, Jess. I will pay for your tattoo. I promise you.
Do you know how much those are?
Oh, yeah, I mean, whatever.
No, honest question.
I honestly don't. I don't know, a couple $100. I don't know. I've never gotten one.
Me neither.
It's not that much.
It's not that much. How much do you think? Like let's say it would. Well, Jess, let us know. Would you get like his face? Would you just get like Malik or a Monk, or like Malik Monk with a heart through? I don't know. I guess the Malik Monk's face would be the most expensive, right? Plus, it could also. That's scary because what if it's like a lame looking Malik? You've seen it with like the statue of Ronaldo. Like, what if it's just a jacked up looking Malik Monk? I would ask, Big Shep's on here. So he's doing the card thing. So we actually should talk to him too, because we need to work this out where we can maybe set it up.
Right.
Where, we have a moment where we can present him our wares.
Here's Sacramento's presentation.
Let me ask you this. Do you think it would be a journalistic ethics violation if we asked Sam if he would be willing to throw in a free subscription to The Athletic to Malik Monk if he stayed?
Yeah.
Well, let's ask him anyways. Good morning, Sam. How are you?
Good morning, gentlemen. I'm doing great. Sorry I'm late. How are you?
That's fine. I mean, as I texted you yesterday, Sam,
What did you text me yesterday?
You don't remember what I texted you?
Testing my memory right now.
Just saying, I texted you an exclamation followed by a
prima
comment.
donna, prima donna athletic BS.
Said more of this prima donna athletic BS, which was a problematic tweet or a text in the sense that I pride myself on being a good speller. I had to actually look up. For some reason, I was having trouble with prima donna.
Pre Madonna.
Right, there you go. It's before Madonna.
Yes.
Sam, that's kind of a journalistic violation, though, isn't it?
Yeah, probably. I don't think that's a promotion that we would
can't
run.
do that.
You know, but if you want to like slide him one of your 17 username so that he can read our content.
You know what? I will tell you something. I will pay for Jess's Malik Monk tattoo, and I will commit to a subscription. And you know what? I'll go even better, just to show if he re-signs for 4 years. If there's no opt out, I'll buy him 4 years in advance. If it's a 4-year with a 2-year opt out, I'm buying him a 2-year deal, and
That's
I'll
a generous offer.
I will buy his athletic subscription. And by the way, everybody else knows everyone can get an athletic subscription for like $1 a month. I think it's $79.95 for mine per month.
Yeah, but yours is special.
But mine's like I actually get audio books. All the writers, I have this special thing where they all read their articles.
voices.
Yeah, in their voices with like emotion and everything. It's pretty cool.
Well,
Good
and
morning.
part of your subscriber benefits for you, Dave, is the ability to talk trash to writers directly.
That's actually very true.
Yeah.
That's actually very much worth it to be able to read their stuff and then go, hey,
It's okay.
Sam, we're calling it the Sam Amick doubleheader this week. So thank you so much. We'll talk to Sam today. We'll talk to him Thursday. It's a big week, post-mortem for the Kings and all that, but it's also a big week for your coverage, Sam, not just the playoffs and everything else, but number one, Anthony Slater and yourself put out, and we'll get to this a little bit more, I think, on Thursday, put out a really good deep dive on the Kings, including Malik Monk thoughts, a really good quote on Harrison Barnes. We talked about it from Harrison Barnes. We talked about yesterday on, not showing up to every game or some games in particular, being frustrated about some losses. Coach Brown and his contract status. So we'll kind of shove that aside just for a second. Because you also, a couple days ago, I think, came out with the much vaunted, you've been talking about it for months, and you finally got off your ass and put it out, the player poll thingy that you guys did, which is one of my favorite things you guys do all year, honestly.
The thingy dingy. Thank you.
Yeah, do you like it referred to as that, Sam? The player poll thingy dingy.
The private player anonymous poll thing. Where they that sounds weird. Where they go around and they ask players
it's the thingy
things, and then
thingy dingy is what sounded weird. That was uncomfortable.
Yeah,
it's a fun project. It is definitely a relief to get it over the finish line. If anybody hasn't seen it before, it's obviously trying to get the real thoughts from NBA players about everything from MVP to greatest of all time, best defender in the NBA, referee talk, Adam Silver talk this year. That was a new component. It's funny though, right as we sit here doing this segment, one of my colleagues who helped on the project had texted me and said the unexpected highlight of the player poll was I'm going to read the text message. He says, "Man, this Paul Pierce thing is everywhere." And by Paul Pierce thing, it's the fact that Paul Pierce garnered one greatest of all time vote from an anonymous NBA player. And then Paul himself tweeted about it yesterday. Listen, we can't control how these guys answer. We did, to let the public know, I made sure to do our due diligence. We would try to eliminate any answers where it was obvious that a player was trolling or just being funny. And when I did my investigative, research on that answer, this was a real answer. So
I guess who it was? And I know you won't tell me, but I know who it was.
You don't, but go ahead.
It's John Collins.
No.
Huh?
Is he the one who has said it before? I know somebody said it.
Because Paul was saying yesterday, I think of the same thing. He was talking about how if you score 16 or more in the league, you're killing it. And then somebody was is John killing it? And he goes, yeah, John Collins is killing it.
Well, I haven't doubted it, but somebody, supposedly somebody on the record in the past couple of years shared this view, and I haven't gotten to the bottom of that. The other fun part is I do know who it is. That's where it is always entertaining to have all these secrets that you harbor with a lot of these different answers. So I thought this one was good. I don't know if you feel like diving in on any of the particular questions, but
I do.
lots of good stuff in there. What do you got, Jay?
Yeah, so the one that jumped there's a lot. I really enjoyed it, Sam. I think it was fabulous. Easy read, but just the storytelling in it and some of the follow-up answers as to, if people see the article, there's the grid basically that shows you where percentages of votes. And so the one pretty early on was talking about yesterday we find out the candidates for all these awards, and one of them's Defensive Player of the Year. And there's Victor Wembanyama, I think it was Bam Adebayo, and Rudy Gobert. And then on this list, when the players are asked who's the best defender, Victor clearly got the most votes. But I want to say the next 5 are Drew Holiday, I think.
Lou Dort in 3rd, Herb Jones 4th, Jaden McDaniels 5th.
Perfect.
Rudy 6th.
So then there's Rudy 6th, and where's Bam? Like 9th?
Bam is 8th.
Oh, 8th. So
behind Alex Caruso.
I know it's not an indicator on the year they had, but a lot of times to me, like defensive player, like I feel like that is such a good player intel. They know who's great defensively. And so that one jumped out at me as an interesting just case study that, they all agree Victor, but then after that, there's a lot of different answers that didn't get nominated for Defensive Player of the Year.
No, I agree. Rudy Gobert obviously is front and center on this topic because he's going to win Defensive Player of the Year. It's funny, our guy who covers the Timberwolves.
He is for sure, not Victor.
No, yes, I believe. You think?
Oh, wow. Okay.
You think Vic's winning Defensive Player of the Year?
I'm not sure, but you said it with like it's in the bag.
I think he should, but I don't think he will.
No, I don't think. I think yes. To be clear, I'm not reporting that it's been decided. Okay. I do for sure think that Rudy is going to win.
Yeah, I agree. Okay.
And I voted for Rudy. Our guy who covers the Timberwolves, John Krasinski, if anybody's interested in this topic, wrote a great column yesterday responding to the player poll stuff because, Jay, you highlighted the best defender category. Rudy also won most overrated player.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so John wrote a piece that I thought was really well done about how for the first 9 or so years of Rudy's career, how John, the writer, was in that camp of people who would roll their eyes at Jazz fans who would always tell you, like, you have to see Rudy every night to appreciate him. And John basically said, having now watched Rudy for 2 years in Minnesota, I'm here to tell you that the Jazz fans were right. And he's saying the praises of who Rudy is as a defender. But that debate is obviously very, very interesting because players, there's something that they don't like about him. He doesn't get the respect, but he's about to, I think, become a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, tying Hakeem Olajuwon. And I don't know why I'm blanking on the other one, Dikembe Mutombo.
Yeah.
But that is like, even the poll itself, man, that is the fun part, is like you are getting to read the minds of a lot of players and they share these truths that otherwise we would never know about.
Look, I don't think Victor Wembanyama winning it is a slam dunk. And I certainly, you and I have fun taking each other to task. I will not take you to task for voting Rudy Gobert. I fully understand it, but I would like to dive just a tiny bit into the thought process. I know you've seen the same numbers I have. When you look at their defensive numbers, 3.4 blocks for Victor, 2.1 to Gobert. He's got double Rudy's steals. He's got almost double his deflections. The defense gets worse when they're both off the floor, but far worse when Wemby's off the floor versus Gobert. There's Metro. What?
Okay.
What?
He plays with a G League team. Like, what are we talking about?
But doesn't that make it? But let me ask you this: he also doesn't play with another 7-footer.
But you can't highlight how much better they get when he's off the floor when his teammates are garbage. Like,
no, I hear you. What I'm saying is, can't we? It's always the old argument, like, if you don't have any teammates, you're getting all the shots, your scoring is going to go up, but you're also going to get double teamed more. Isn't it also true to say that Victor Wembanyama's lack of talented teammates puts even more defensive pressure on him?
Sure, but it's still netted out to, I believe, the 19th defensive rating in the NBA. And so
23rd, but to your point, your point's obviously correct.
My point's even more.
Yeah. Yes. Number one for the Wolves.
Yes. And that is the thing. It's to me, that award, there's too much good defense being played by elite players who played winning basketball for that award to go to Victor. And that's where Rookie of the Year, fine. Rookie of the Year has always been, that is an individual award where team context is only playing a minor part, if any part at all. To me, Defensive Player of the Year award is different. And, like the idea that Rudy, who was finally healthy this year, everybody kind of forgets he missed so much time last year. So yes, his, debut season in Minnesota didn't go well, but it was largely because of health and the fact that he was coming off of FIBA 2 summers ago, had a lot of injury stuff. What he did and they did this year is why they gave up all that, those assets to go get him. I mean, you can't do any better than #1 defense in the NBA. And on the offense, this is not relating to that award, but, he was decent on the other end as well, as far as what he brings to the table. So, I mean, Vic's going to win it for the next 5 years, if not more.
Sure.
And I mean, and that's why I like, again, I know I'm shamelessly pumping the poll here, but the nuance of these questions. Wow. I just said that.
Yeah, you did. And that will be on the show for years to come, Sam. Thank you.
Can I do a Anthony Davis mic drop right now?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Actually, I think it's going to be Dave's ringtone for you.
The worst show to do that on. Go ahead, Sam. I'm sorry.
I don't know if I can.
So this article you have with The Athletic, give it a plug.
Yeah.
I'd lost my train of thought.
It does.
It's the nuance of the questions. Like,
yes, right.
Best defender is just, who do you think is obviously the most intimidating, impactful defensive player? And it was wild to see that it's like, damn, like Victor's already got the support around the league like that. Like, it's funny. Here's the other subplot. As people try to figure out why not nobody, but a lot of players don't seem to like Rudy Gobert, I did find it humorous because every once in a while you'll hear somebody be like, oh, is it cultural? Is it the French guy thing? And I'm sitting there going, well, I think they like the other French guy, like
yeah.
I don't think that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Vic's coming for sure.
So Sam, want to ask you another one here. You're on a roll. So this one jumped out to me in a different way, in the sense that, I think there was, 127 votes cast in this particular question. Which team other than your own will win the NBA title this season? And logical answers up there where you see Denver and Boston. But then you move further down the list, and on the graph, you still see teams with 0.8%, all of them playoff teams, but one. The Sacramento Kings got 0.8% of the vote, sharing the same amount as Lakers and Mavs. So a few people thought the Kings could be champions this year. I found that to be very interesting.
I know. And a little womp womp that comes out after they're already in the off season.
Yeah.
But none of us had that thought. It's interesting that other NBA players, because it can't be Kings voting for themselves, thought, and again, it's a small number, but still, for people to put that out there, I thought was interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's either 1 or 2 votes. I forget the math on that, but that's the fun part of this. I mean, I don't obviously agree. I didn't see them as title contenders. I saw them as a fringe playoff team in a loaded West, but somebody had high hopes for the Kings.
Yeah, well, so did we. Sam Amick joining us from The Athletic. Sam, you heard, you were there, I believe. I think I heard you ask a question of Malik Monk yesterday. This is just such an irresponsible question because you're about facts, not feelings, when it comes to journalism. But did you walk away with a thought changed at all or adjusted one way or the other as far as which way you'd bet Malik's going to lean this summer?
No, because he, first of all, I wish every guy in the league was as candid and direct as Malik. He's so great.
He is.
I mean, Sean Cunningham at one point, to his credit, asked a follow-up where it was like, you might as well have been like, so Malik, since you actually answer questions,
right?
Like, I'm going to ask the one everybody wants to know, like, do you want to be in Sacramento? And that wasn't exactly what he asked, but
sure,
you could be very direct. So all that being said, he talked about his agent a couple times and the fact that his agent is going to make life easy on him and do the work. So I think what's obvious, and that means you can't really handicap it is that Malik, of course, he knows some of the rumors about him, but he doesn't know the market yet in terms of exactly what it looks like. And he's going to be waiting and decompressing, like he said, and after the season, before diving into the different possibilities. Now, I will say, the way where my mind was yesterday, I'm watching the Cavs just dominate the Magic yesterday, and honestly wondering to myself, if you're Malik, that's a team you've been tied to. Yeah. So do you watch that game and say, I can take them to the next level? Or do you watch that game and say, man, they're not as good as people thought they were. We can do better in sack. Like those are the types of things that he's going to have to decide. And, he alluded to the money. We all know that money matters a lot. And that could be the final factor here. But, he did leave a door open to, I think, coming back on less money if he didn't have a situation out there that he was excited about.
To Sam's point, here's Malik on his agent yesterday.
That's my agent job. Yeah, man. I'm gonna just take a little time to relax and decompress and not think about it right now. I know my agent is working hard and probably got some options, so that's another reason why I can relax.
Sam, just kind of a follow-up on that part of it. Some have referenced, the free agent class. Like, do you think Malik's truly competing against someone like Klay for one of these spots?
I think so. Do you see it differently, Jay?
No, I didn't know if it's like, hey, or let's use Orlando. We brought them up. Like, it's either or. Like Orlando, like, hey, we're more interested in Malik, so our offer is here. Is it? I just don't know if they're truly. I think the market value and all that may be similar, but I don't know if every team is looking at it as an either or case, or if they're just locking in on one of those guys.
No, I don't have clarity. I just told Anthony Slater and I were talking about this yesterday, and I was telling him that I wanted to, check in with some actual Magic people in Orlando to figure out, what their opinion is of those players. The Klay stuff, I think is definitely real, but obviously these two guys' profiles are very different. One's a playmaker and Malik, one is not. One's on much, Malik's still a young guy. He's on the younger side. Klay is not. The Magic have a young team. So I don't know where their heads are at. I don't know what the price point might be. Malik's coming off a better year. So, no, it was a really interesting press conference. The other takeaway for me was, man, I don't know that I've ever seen a player be so, what's the word? Just so locked in on an award. He wants Sixth Man of the Year really badly. And as I'm watching, I'll be honest with you, I was feeling kind of bad for him because I'm starting to think that it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
And I don't know, how much that will disappoint him. I don't know how that will affect how he looks at how he's used. He talked about wanting to start again yesterday. So, that's, to me, that's another part of this too.
Straight up, Sam, who has more market value, Malik Monk or Klay Thompson? In your opinion?
I'm going to say Malik.
I agree. I think it's an interesting point that
because of age.
I age, injury history, and I don't have it in front of me, but I'm pretty sure if you looked at like a per 36, I got to think Malik's got him in a bunch of different places. But I think
Klay's like 3 points ahead of him.
Say that again.
I think Klay's about 3 points ahead of him scoring wise, but like you said, that's not per 36.
Yeah, it's interesting when you look at it just really from last year. I wonder. I'm fascinated, honestly, by the market for Klay Thompson. I'm glad you brought it up, Jason, because I feel like he's not going to be. I mean, I could be wrong, Sam, but I feel like Golden State. He's going to get more value or be more valued by Golden State for as much of the intangibles, if everything else. I wasn't a huge fan of some of the comments he made, and I understand it was right after a loss, and I like Klay, but it's like, bro, any inference that Golden State wouldn't or hasn't or owes you something as far as taking care of you, I thought he was severely overpaid this year. They paid him just fine while he was out with his injuries. I just wonder if Klay Thompson has anywhere near the market with another team as he does with Golden State, Sam.
No, I mean, in a vacuum, I agree, but there is definitely like real intel tying him to Orlando.
Oh,
So,
okay.
I don't know where that price point is, though.
Well, let's go. Go to Orlando, please.
And the Warriors thing is, I mean, I shouldn't say not to. I guess I will do a victory lap on something I wrote about 6 weeks ago, and I didn't really highlight it. It was just in a Klay Thompson column, but I wrote about the sensitive dynamics between he and Warriors owner Joe Lacob, and the way that Klay, essentially had not felt respected during this process. Joe has now a very years-long habit of being just moving very strangely with people that he has contract situations with. Steve Kerr, even Steph Curry, Draymond Green, guys like that. And so Klay, I think, has been sitting there going, man, I helped us win 4 championships. How are you not just knocking down my door to figure out what the future looks like, rather than barely saying hello to me in the hallway? So I think the question of where Klay's at and his, feelings with the organization matters too.
Last thing, and I know, and Chris just told me we have to break, so we're almost out of time. This is where I really rely on you, because you are connected to everyone, and I just hear things from time to time. Help me out here, Sam, and you'll know where I'm going. Jeff Schwartz is Malik Monk's agent, and Jeff Schwartz, one of the, if not the most powerful agent in the NBA. But when I realized that, this alarm bell went off, because I seem to remember, I could be wrong here, but I seem to remember a pretty heavy conversation reported between Jeff and Monty McNair back in the Marvin Bagley days. And I'm just curious, does that stuff matter? Do you have any insight on their relationship? Does Schwartz have another client off the top of your head with the Kings? I just remember having that. And honestly, I don't even know if that conversation, to be honest with you, was reported or not.
Remember Jeff, and not to jump in, but Jeff, and I know we got to go. Jeff and his agency publicly issued a statement admonishing the Kings for the way they handled the Marvin Bagley situation. I don't know if that matters anymore.
Sure.
But I would also probably argue that Malik he's a bit of a force of personality. I have a very hard time thinking that he's not going to do what he wants for his life, rather than let his agent's politics get in the way.
Gotcha. That's Sam Amick. We really truly invite you to, if you're not already subscribe to The Athletic. And if you are, head on over. Sam and his crew did a wonderful job on this. It's always, again, it really is truly one of my favorite pieces of the year, the anonymous player voting. And,
I love the non-athlete question. Their favorite non-NBA athlete.
Yes. I also love how Domantas Sabonis was simultaneously on the most overrated, and then you pointed this out. He had one vote for underrated as well. Fox also in the. We don't want to give it all away. Check it out. Sam, appreciate you, buddy. And Chris, do we have that clip ready? No.
I know I'm shamelessly pumping the poll here.
Yep, there you go. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you.
Forever.
Keep pumping that poll, people.
That's wow. That's Sam Amick. Aha! I think you said something else. Never mind. When we come back, we've got audio from Harrison Barnes on his closing press conference, and we'll take a look at his season coming up next.
The NFL's leading rusher plays here.
The handoff to McCaffrey, walks in the end zone. Handoff to McCaffrey, takes it right down to the goal line. He does his thing again. McCaffrey goes in motion right. Backwards pass led by Juszczyk. A block there. Hurdles a man. 10, 5, touchdown! CMC!
You can hear all of Christian McCaffrey's touchdowns on your home for 49ers football. Sactown Sports.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave for American Energy Heating and Air with a question. Have you recently had a technician diagnose your HVAC system and you were a bit surprised at how much it cost? Or did something seem off about their quote? Because at American Energy, they take pride in giving you honest, straightforward solutions to get that system up and running. Have their qualified technicians come out and give you a free second opinion. It's free. You got nothing to lose but some dollars off of that original quote. They're making the uncomfortable comfortable. They've been doing it since 1981, serving the greater Sacramento area. A+ with the Better Business Bureau. That's why they keep having customers coming back for more and more and more. You can call them and set that appointment at 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com.
Call 916-520-9990 now.
What's the missing piece for the 49ers?
Which names will they add during free agency? Whether it's in season or off season, the coverage never stops. Get the latest 49ers news on Sactown Sports at SactownSports.com.
Grab the keys to a new fuel-efficient Toyota. Take on this new season in California with incredible MPG and peace of mind. Toyota has more hybrids and plug-in hybrids than any other brand, so hit the road with fewer fill-ups and legendary dependability. Just announced, get 0% APR plus 2,500 bonus cash, or get the lowest lease payments of the year on the all-electric BZ4X. Toyota, let's go places. Offer available through TFS to buyers with premium rated credit ends 4/30/24.
At Fasteners Inc., we believe adding quality power tools to your lineup shouldn't break the bank. That's why we're hosting the biggest Milwaukee tool sale of the year in Sacramento. On top of insane deals on Milwaukee power tools, all Milwaukee pack-out storage boxes, hand tools, and tool accessories will be 25% off. So come on down on April 27th to the Milwaukee Tool Sanity Sale at Fasteners Inc. Tool Outlet on Power Inn Road in Sacramento. For more info, visit fastenersinc.net.
I'm Ken Korak with your Green and Gold Report, brought to you by Xfinity 10G, the network made for streaming. Well, as the A's continue this final season in Oakland, I think it's important to remember that the Coliseum has been home to some of the greatest names in the game. August 17th, before the A's play the Giants, the A's will honor Jose Canseco, Terry Steinbach, Miguel Tejada, Bill King, Dick Williams, and Eddie Juice from the Philly days as the latest members of the A's Hall of Fame.
Want more speed? Well, Xfinity just increased their internet speeds, and they're faster than ever. It's time to get more out of your internet with faster speeds from Xfinity. Now through June 21st, get 150 megabit Xfinity internet for only $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year contract. That's double the speed for the same great price. Click, call, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay with stored bank account. Restrictions apply. Equipment, taxes, and other charges extra. After promo, regular rates apply. Actual speeds vary.
The Arnold Law Firm has seen how an injury can turn anyone's life upside down. Whether it's a slip and fall, a car accident, or any other kind of injury. For almost 50 years, the Arnold Law Firm has been here to help you through the entire process to protect you and your family. If you are ever injured or in an accident, call the Arnold Law Firm. The Arnold Law Firm, providing real justice for you since 1975. Call 916-777-7777. That's 916-777-7777.
Jerry and Kenny here from Bell Brothers. And if you've even thought of replacing your old, outdated, inefficient windows, now is the time to take action.
Right now at Bell Brothers, when you buy one window, you'll get the second one for 30% off. That's right. Buy one, get the second one 30% off.
That's real savings, up to $6,000. You have to buy at least 4 windows to qualify, and you can't mix windows and doors. But beyond that, every second window is 30% off.
For example, when you buy 10 windows, you will get 5 windows at 30% off. We also have 0% interest financing available for qualified buyers. Call for details.
To take advantage of our buy one, get one 30% off sale, call Bell Brothers now at 916-444-1234 or find us online at theNoSurpriseGuys.com.
The No Surprise Guys, Bell Brothers.
Last season, the Sacramento Kings gave us a little bit of everything. A Pacific Division type GM of the Year, Coach of the Year, Clutch Player of the Year, All-Stars and All-NBA performers. Plus, we got to light the beam.
Here's a steal by Fox, the breakaway. He's got the rip with the left hand.
What does this season have in store? Find out. Each and every Sacramento Kings game can be heard right here on your proud home of the Beam team, Sactown Sports at SactownSports.com.
Let's go. Fire, fire falcon, fire falcon in the night sky. Fire falcon, fire falcon in the night sky.
Let's play this after every Harrison Barnes basket. Let's play the whole thing. Such a good song.
Banger.
It is a banger. Banger main. the anonymous NBA player poll. One of them said Kirk Cousins is his favorite non-NBA athlete because he gets paid and doesn't have to win and doesn't have to do anything. He made $400 million off of one playoff win. I mean, find the line. Jason, I have an update.
Yeah.
So far, in order to keep Malik Monk here, and we will present this to him one way or the other in May at the card show, listener Jess is going to get a tattoo of Malik.
Okay.
Our good buddy has agreed now. I have an update there. Our friends at Jiffy Lube, we're going to offer Malik Monk free oil changes for the duration of his stay here.
Okay.
On up to 2 vehicles. You probably got a fleet. Let's figure it out here. But Jiffy Lube's on board. Shockingly, Jiffy Lube is on board when we're doing a community effort. Who would have ever thunk that one? And how about Taro, our friend over at McCooney's? He has agreed to offer up free sushi for the duration of Malik's contract. And this just did. Hit the breaking news. This is a good one here. How about this? This is what I was hoping
breaks.
for.
We have it first.
It's Sactown Sports breaking news.
Aha! Breaking news from the mayor of Sacramento, Darrell Steinberg, who has agreed to give Malik Monk a key to the city.
Oh, wow.
If he stays and re-ups in
When's that open
Sacramento.
up?
Just got confirmation right there.
Wow, don't want to give a Malik Monk day?
You know what he just did there? He just did the thing he did to you about bringing in the egg stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You just did the same thing. You get something really great, and there's Chris listening to his goth music and,
flipping his
hair back. It's like, what about one a day? God. Come on. All right, so we've got, despite Chris's objections, we've got oil changes from Jiffy Lube. Jess is going to get a tattoo.
Yep.
Free McCooney and a key to the city.
Yeah.
That's in like an hour what we've raised.
We land the golf, and I think we might land the plane.
I think we land the golf. I think we're cooking with hot oil here.
Yeah.
And I would like to remind Malik Monk that we said the duration of him as a king.
Yes.
Well, if you retire as a king.
Yeah.
Once a king, always a king?
Yeah.
Malik.
Is it always a king?
Yeah.
Wow. Look at that. Nick says Vivek should put up a billboard saying Monty will mow his yard.
Okay.
Why not?
Sure.
Come on, Vivek. AB is back saying I will put Malik as my unborn son's middle name. Again, I need to know, is the son on the way, or is this just random son of the future? Because there's a difference. If you're popping one out, not you, but your partner in a couple months, that's one thing. If it's, hey, eventually when I have one, because
I will name my child Malik Monk Verlad.
Right. Is that a commitment?
That's a commitment.
Chris will name his unborn son Malik Monk Verlad.
He said it.
He said it.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good haul so far. We haven't really even gone after it yet.
And which one moves the needle most for him?
Probably the golf. Although, key to the city gets you in everywhere.
Yeah.
24/7.
Yeah, to the city.
I don't know if people realize that. If you get a key to the city anywhere in the Sacramento city limits, I believe this is true, it's like a skeleton key that opens he can go into any place that has a golf simulator.
Yeah, he can hang out here.
Come in the morning, he's just sitting here playing video games. You go to Best Buy. Please leave the cash on the counter.
Sure.
Yes, these are all the things I would do if I could get into any building in Sacramento.
Okay, so we're all we got to work on the ice cream. Forget the freebies and solicit major businesses to hire him as a spokesperson. Well, I think that goes without saying.
I think he would probably speak on these businesses' behalf.
I think he probably would.
If he signs, maybe we get another pizza guy.
The Malik pizza.
Give me a second here.
The pizza.
I know this person. I can't.
Are you a pizza guy?
I can't imagine.
You're reaching out to Frankie?
I'm just saying. I think there's a world where nope, Mike McCann has nothing to do with pizza. I think
he could represent him in court if he needs it.
I think there's a world where that could happen. All right, I'm sending a text here. Okay. How are you?
Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's catch up. Harrison Barnes.
Yes.
End of season. We're working on it. This is my wheelhouse. I love this stuff. Yeah. Let's go. We get the whole community behind it, and it doesn't just have to be Sacramento either. We could get Roseville. Shout out. Elk Grove. Where are you at? Loomis.
Yeah. Yuba City.
I
want to hear from you.
Let's hear it, honkers. Local golf courses could hire. Could we make? Would it be legal for Vivek to offer Malik Monk an ownership stake in the A's? I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that a salary cap violation? Probably.
I hate as you're going through. I'm like, no, Dave. Oh, wait, maybe.
That might be the one. Hey, AB's kid is 4 months away.
Oh, wow.
Wow. So that's a different ball of wax.
Yeah, it is.
If he's having a kid in 4 months and he's agreed to name the middle name of the kid Malik, what would the first name be? Billy. AB Malik 916 Jr.
Yes.
I like that. Can we get Blue Diamond Almonds? I love it. Let's go. Rename the team the Sacramento Maliks. I think the Monks would be better just because what a cool mascot.
Yes.
No offense to Slamson, he can just transfer in.
Yeah.
You have like the flying monks, just the monks dunks. You do all kinds of halftime stuff. Sorry, Harrison, we're peeing on you. Oh, no, people. This is where it goes too far. Please stop requesting since we're going through sponsors. No, I'm not going to ask nor offer up Malik any free consultations to any clinics.
You're not offering up girth.
I mean, that might move the needle. Hey, now.
It's no longer a needle.
Went from a needle to a turkey baster. Good morning, Steven. Hello. How are you?
That was good.
Good morning, Steven.
Oh man, please don't dump me. That was great.
Nope, that's fine.
That was so great.
Good morning.
Oh my gosh. Are you sure we're not trying to make it extra girthy for him here, man? Because I'm sure.
No, I think we'll stop the tattoo.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for that, dude. I really needed that voice. Oh, that was great. So like I have something that I can offer. Like I'll wash his car for the rest of the time that he's here.
Okay.
I'll go to his house and I'll reorganize all of his shoes by alphabetical order, and then I will color code them. Okay, because I know he's a big sneakerhead.
Hey, Steven, I'll come to your house and organize your shoes. Well, in that case.
Exactly. Okay. I'll come and organize your shoes.
You might have to go at the door sideways.
Dave, you're out of control this morning, dude.
I know. I got
You need to be putting time out. Stick your nose in the corner. I want to see moisture on both walls.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Steve. It's a very infectious laugh.
Yes, it is.
Imagine go to a movie with Chris Verlaine, Sean Cunningham, and Steven on either side of you.
Best movie ever.
Okay. So anyways, Harrison Barnes was fine.
Yeah. Just fine.
We'll get to Harrison Barnes. Oh, God. Are you serious?
What?
You know exactly what, dude.
Timing is everything. Good luck.
This show has just completely. All right. Hey, everybody. I want to talk to you about girth. Didn't plan it. Just happened. Good morning. And I want to talk to you about my friends, Dr. Jack Friedlander in Roseville and Dr. Pash in San Francisco and the UpsizeMatters.com crew. We're talking immediate results for something that's non-surgical and virtually pain-free. It's safe, it's effective, it's long-lasting, and it's semi-permanent. There's no opt-outs. These are doctors, real learned doctors performing these procedures, this procedure here. And look, when you're talking about girthiness, if you will, it's consistently ranked as the most important attribute. There's a free consultation, and the procedure can be done on the same day as your consultation. I know these guys are good. And whether you're a little, whether you got some insecurities or whether you just want to take it to the next level, you want to make the all-star team, if you will, go to UpsizeMatters.com. UpsizeMatters.com. Hey, get your girth on. Who's on, who's not? Let's go streaking. Next.
Last season, the Sacramento Kings gave us a little bit of everything. A Pacific Division type, GM of the Year, Coach of the Year, Clutch Player of the Year, All-Stars and All-NBA performers. Plus, we got to light the beam.
Here's a steal by Fox, the breakaway. He's got the rip with the left hand.
What does this season have in store? Find out. Each and every Sacramento Kings game can be heard right here on your proud home of the Being Team, Sactown Sports at SactownSports.com.
We love the game because anything can happen. There's no sure thing.
How did that go in?
Every play,
Oh, my goodness.
every shot,
Are you kidding me?
every swing is a risk if you bet.
I can't believe that just happened.
There's no easy money. There's no luck. And no one wins all the time. If you bet, bet responsibly and always set a limit. Learn more at responsibleplay.org.
Don't miss the best Spring Fest deals right now at Lowe's. Save big on Stay Green 1 cubic foot garden soil. Get 5 bags for just $10. Plus, get up to 35% off and save an extra $150 on every $1,500 you spend on select major appliances. Shop these can't-miss deals now. Lowe's knows spring. Lowe's knows savings. Offer valid through 5/1. Soil offer excludes Alaska and Hawaii while supplies last. Appliance savings vary based on purchase amount. Exclusions apply. See Lowe's.com for more details.
As a roofer, spring means the start of my busy season, which means I've got to get organized. With help from Beacon, I can save time with Beacon Pro Plus and 24/7 access to live pricing, delivery tracking, order history, and more. Plus, this spring, I can earn $1,000 and the chance to win a $25,000 backyard renovation just by buying my CertainTeed shingles online with Beacon. No purchase necessary. Now that's what I call a spring cleanup. Visit BECN.com for official rules and to start earning entries.
The Angie's List you know and trust is now Angie, and we're so much more than just a list. We still connect you with top local pros and show you ratings and reviews, but now we also let you compare upfront prices on hundreds of projects and book a service instantly. We can even handle the rest of your project from start to finish. So remember, Angie's List is now Angie, and we're here to get your job done right. Get started at Angie.com. That's ANGI, or download the app today.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Welcome to the Tap House Restaurant at Bartley Cavanaugh Golf Course. With an array of local craft brews from a selection of 20 taps, the Tap House menu boasts freshly made sandwiches, crisp salads, and a variety of specialty entrees. The Tap House is the perfect place for a round after your round at Bartley Cavanaugh Golf Course, especially during happy hour from 3 to 6 daily. Drop by the Tap House Restaurant for scenic views, exquisite food, and a hearty welcome. The Tap House at Bartley Cavanaugh Golf Course.
What's hot and what's not. Brought to you by American Energy Heat and Air, making the uncomfortable comfortable. Head to AmericanEnergyAir.com to find out more.
What's hot?
Yeah, hot. Real hot. And what's not?
It's not good. Brought to you by American Energy Heating and Air, Sacramento's complete heating and cooling company, and second opinion partner.
Who is hot?
The Denver Nuggets.
I know.
Last night they beat the Lakers 101-99. That was their 10th win in a row against the Lakers, including a 4-game sweep in last year's Western Conference Finals.
That's pretty hot.
Blame the officials. Lakers don't get calls.
Between the Nuggets and the Kings, they've won 14 straight versus the Lakers.
Good point.
How about that?
Yeah, ownage.
Lakers. Who's not?
Buddy Hield.
Oh.
His first 2 playoff games, he has had 2 points, shot 1 of 5. He's got 1 rebound, 0 assists, 3 fouls in 24 minutes of play.
Woof. Well, didn't see that one coming. Wish him nothing but the best.
Do you?
No. Suck it, buddy. Sorry. After what he said about our city. Love Buddy, the person. Every interaction I've ever had with Buddy was great. But you can't say Sacramento can blankety blank. I mean, you can.
Yeah, but you have to pay.
He did.
Yeah. You're just going to have to, deal with whatever. I don't wish him ill will. I don't feel sad when between he and Tyrese Halliburton in the playoffs so far. I have a feeling Tyrese might turn it around, though. Who knows?
Think so?
Yeah.
Maybe.
All right. Let's take the clothes off and go streaking, shall we?
It's time to go streaking.
We're going streaking!
Who is the Nostradamus of MLB? Who can keep the streak going? It's time to go streaking.
What the hell?
Love that laugh. All right. From the 209, I work as a special investigator for a major insurance company in California. I'm willing to be Malik's personal one-call fixer for any and all insurance claims. We're taking everything.
Sure, that'll help.
Let me ask you this. What if we presented that along with everything else, the key to the city, the free McCooney, the free Jiffy Lube, what if we presented all of that to Malik, but then we also threw that one in, the tattoo, and then we presented the insurance claim. He's like, you know what? And he just like gets up and he just kind of like puts his hands in his pocket and walks over towards the window and looks out it for a little bit. And he comes back and he goes, I've had so many terrible experiences with insurance adjusters. That's it. This is a sign from God that I should be here. Well, you never know.
You don't know what'll be the one.
You never know what will be the one, and that, in fact, could be it. So,
what if Malik wants to be the tattoo artist for Jess's tattoo and deliver the baby for
that?
AB.
Would be, oh my God, wouldn't that be that would be amazing?
Yeah.
Malik Monk as an OBGYN delivering babies would be amazing because he would just like pump you up so hard. Yeah, exactly. He would show emotion.
Mm-hmm.
He'd be like, you can do this. I know you can do this. Mm-hmm. Let's go. And then the baby just pops out.
Yeah.
Just flies out and then he dunks it. It's just an alley-oop.
The monk dunk.
Right. Just the monk dunk. Baby right in the little holding area.
Yeah.
Well, now he's kind of
that's your Jiffy Lube tribe of the game.
Right. Now he's got to stay.
Yeah.
Right. All right. We'll take a break. When we come back, we're just going to push everything forward. So we didn't get to Harrison Barnes in the last segment because Jason got off track again. So we'll get to Harrison. Can we re-rack Fire Falcon? We'll get to his audio. We'll rate Harrison Barnes. We will do that, Jason Ross, next.
The Sacramento Kings play here.
He's got the triple. Sacramento takes the lead. Outstanding ball movement by Sacramento.
Every triple, every jam, every Kings win.
Sabonis with the jam over the Joker. He's got the three-point shot.
Get your Kings fix all season long.
Right here on your home of the Sacramento Kings.
Here's a steal by Fox, the breakaway. He's got the rip with the left hand.
Sactown Sports at SactownSports.com.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets with nowhere to go. I didn't think I'd survive. But I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year. For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there.
Covenant House helped me break the cycle of homelessness in my family. They gave me the love that I needed.
Over 2,000 young people will sleep safely in a Covenant House bed tonight. When youth who are experiencing homelessness have a hot meal, a safe place to sleep, medical care, and love, they can overcome heartbreaking challenges and have a brighter future.
They just really genuinely just wanted to help me succeed, and I'm succeeding. I'm a speaker, I'm an author. Covenant House really helped me and really helped mold me into the woman I am today.
If you or someone you love is asking for help, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
Progressive presents 10 things on a contractor's to-do list that are harder than getting a commercial auto insurance quote. Bidding a new client, giving an accurate estimate, finding affordable materials, getting a client to pay you for work you already did, getting a client to pay you, period, securing permits and workers and tools, getting those workers and tools to work together, and finding the perfect pair of overalls. Pockets, baby. But the easiest thing on a small business owner's to-do list? Seeing if you can save on commercial auto insurance. Get a quote in as little as 7 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Coverage subject to policy terms and conditions.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. 120,000 miles of night drives, daily commutes, and who knows how many.
Are we there yet?
Through countless fixes, elbow grease, and a new radiator, you kept your ride alive. With eBay Motors, you have over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Thinking of remodeling your home? Say goodbye to endless internet searches and visit Subcontractors United. Find a list of 3 pre-qualified and licensed contractors in each home service category. From cabinets to landscapers and everything in between, Subcontractors United makes finding qualified contractors free and easy with no accounts to set up. Visit subcontractorsunited.com and experience the joy of stress-free home improvement. Save time and money at subcontractorsunited.com.
With a variety of weekly promotions, there's something for everyone to enjoy at a Sacramento River Cats game. Don't miss a Toyota Family Value Tuesday featuring $2 hot dogs and $2 ice cream, or Thirsty Thursday featuring ice-cold beer. Join us on Smut Orange Fridays for happy hour and live music, and don't forget to stick around post-game every Friday and Saturday night as we light up the sky with post-game fireworks. Find all promotional details at rivercats.com and make your plans to head out to Sutter Health Park this season.
So here's a fact. 85% of the population will suffer from foot pain in their lifetime. That's almost everyone. So you'd think there'd be plenty of healthy long-term remedies, but there just aren't, right? Hi, I'm Dan from the Good Feet store. You know, people come in all the time sharing the same frustrating story. Bought this, tried that, been there, done whatever, all different kinds of things, but all with a similar result. Nothing. A discouraging and endless cycle of disappointment. If this rings a bell, don't despair. There is hope. If you think you've tried everything, you probably haven't tried Good Feet arch supports from the Good Feet store. They're designed to relieve, even eliminate, the pain commonly caused by certain foot conditions like plantar fasciitis, bunions, flat feet, and others. Plus, provide better balance and increased comfort. See what we can do for you with a free arch support fitting. Just stop in or schedule an appointment. With over 200 stores, there's likely one in your neck of the woods. Find yours at goodfeet.com.
Everybody needs Good Feet.
KHTKAM Sacramento, KYMX HD2 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios, your flagship station for the Beam team.
Can we light the beam? Light the beam, baby.
Sactown Sports. The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
More updates on the Malik Monk thing.
Yeah.
My friend Akis, one of the, not the head writer for the King's Herald, I think the most popular, I think it's fair to say, no offense to any other King's blogs, but King's Herald, formerly Sactown Royalty. The editor has said they will rename the King's Herald to the Malik Monk Herald if he stays.
Okay.
Now, Jason, and I'd like to publicly apologize to Harrison Barnes. This is now becoming like the Matt Damon thing.
Yeah.
On Jimmy Kimmel, where he just always, you know, we're thinking of ways we could bribe Malik Monk to stay. We found out he's doing an autograph session with our good friends in May.
Mm-hmm.
And so far, we've gotten everything from free Makuni to free Jiffy Lube to a listener getting a tattoo of him to a listener naming their kid's middle name Malik when they have it in 3 months. Mayor Steinberg has said he'll give him the key to the city. I feel like we're being very productive, but we've been asking all day, Jason, when we talked about this, well, what would really make the difference?
Right.
Could it be an insurance claims adjuster who also offered his or her services? By the way, Tim from the 209 says, I will do the full figure pose on my forearm. It's a 7-8 inch tall tattoo. I don't know what the full figure pose is, but I assume it's like Malik dunking or something.
Okay.
Hey, that's pretty good. But how do we know what Malik likes?
Right.
Wouldn't it be great if we knew that?
Yeah.
Your friend Murph, for the first time in history, has contributed something positive to the program.
Murph.
Hey, Murph. 10 things Malik Monk can't live without. From our friends at GQ Sports. This was just 10 months ago. Now, I've only heard part of this.
Okay.
But I thought I'd share, and let's see what we can get. Now, there's a lot of I think there's a lot of music involved here. So, you know, we'll fill in the blanks. So sorry for the semi-okay radio here, but this is going to help us a lot. What is Malik Monk like?
What's up, everybody? This is Malik Monk, and these are my 10 essentials.
Malik Monk, what's he like? Don't know. Gonna find now.
My basketball shoes, Kobe's. I only wear Kobe's. These are like the god of shoes. I ain't had no foot injuries, anything like that. Never tweaked my foot in these shoes. And these exact ones right here, they made for me. Nike did. I get a few. But these were made for my dog, Bear. He's a Neapolitan Mastiff, big brown, this color, huge. He weighed like 175, man. Head is humongous. So yeah, they made these, man. These are my favorite ones I ever got because he just means so much to me.
Okay. Wouldn't make any sense to get him Kobe's. I know these players how it works. He's got probably a whole
something for the dog.
That's it.
Go to the heartstrings.
175-pound Mastiff.
Yeah.
So what would it be? Would it be like a like maybe a custom dog? Like, do you put like a little sweater that says like "There's no place like home" than the city of trees or something? I don't know, something Sacramento-esque. Do you get
what was the dog's name? Bear.
Bear. What a
bear jersey.
A bear
Not
jersey.
Chicago Bear.
No.
A jersey for Bear.
Which you probably could get at the team store
Yes.
because it'd be like a human jersey.
Right.
What about a collar that's made like the defensive player of the game chain with the little Kings logo on it that says Bear underneath.
Yes.
Maybe we get a groomer friend that will groom Bear.
Yep.
Hey!
And we know people in construction that build Bear the best doghouse of all time.
Oh my gosh. A dog. I got it. Oh my God. I got it, Jay. I got it, guys. This is why collaboration is so fun. We need to find somebody out there that knows how to build a doghouse in the shape of the state capitol. The state capitol doghouse with a little rotunda, and he goes in, it'd be big.
Why not the arena?
That's a better idea. Somebody out there could build a doghouse in the shape of Golden One Center.
You thought the state capitol was
Sacramento. I don't know. You're right. It's very obvious. You're right there. It hit me, and then yours is better. You know, real collaboration has no ego.
That's true.
We just want the best ideas. You're 100% right. Is there a woodworking old chap or chapette that somebody that could build a doghouse? But here's the thing, and I mean this with all love and respect, any potential volunteers. If we were going to do that and present it to him, it can't be like some janky looking Golden One Center doghouse. It's got to be. I mean, it's not, it's got to be something where you look at it and you're like, oh my God, that's the Golden One Center doghouse, and like the little like entrance, maybe a little entrance that you have a little button. It goes just like the windows.
Yeah. And then if it's a good day, Bear can hit a button and the beam lights the beam.
Oh my God. No. Yes. Bear, Malik Monk's dog, goes into the Golden One Center doghouse, and it's got a little sensor, and when Bear is in there, there's a beam that lights up.
Yeah.
And that way you know where Bear is at all times. Yeah. Where's Bear? Oh, I see the beam.
Now Dave wants this doghouse for his house.
I totally do. And honestly, if the Kings licensed this and sold them, I would be your first customer. No doubt. Okay, so shoes, no, but write this down.
We got to look out for Bear.
We got to look out for Bear. Well, okay, I can find this out. It just occurred, like, here's where it really backfires, God forbid, but let's also verify Bear's still with us. It was only 10 months ago. Sure. I would think so, but talk about your all-time backfires. Hey, here's a Golden One Center doghouse for Bear. Oh, Bear passed a month ago. I'm leaving. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, so Bear, I'm so excited. This is content. All right, Bear Doghouse, Golden One Center. All right, what's next, Malik Monk?
My PSP, a lot of people don't have these anymore. I travel a lot. I got a few of these. I got 2 red ones, a green, and I think I got a black one too as well. I grew up with this a lot. I was on it a lot, way more than my PlayStation, the big controller, because my mom would get mad at me being on the TV so much, so I could sneak this around, turn the volume down. I think I got Fight Night in here right now. I play Grand Theft Auto a lot. What else? I play Madden, 2K. It's like a little game disc right here, and you just open it back and just close it and turn it on and play. Oh, it's dead right now, but yeah.
Okay. He's got a few of them. Remember, these are millionaires. Yeah. But I think a token, like maybe $100 gift card to the PlayStation Store, $150 so you can get 2, games for like 6. Yeah, exactly. All right. So maybe let's see, PlayStation Store gift card. Sorry, just making a list here.
Yeah.
That's all. Don't mind me.
Check it twice.
Straight radio. All right, here we go. What else Malik Monk can't live without?
My next essential is this Gatorade, man.
Canned Gatorade.
The can one though. The can is different than the bottle. I don't know why. It just tastes way better. And the lime is my favorite. I drink that during the games. I kind of like mix that with water, so it won't be too sweet. The old Gatorade commercials was the can. I remember they were drinking these with the yellow sweat coming down, the orange sweat, all that. Yeah, man, I just love that from then. But when I got to the NBA, we went to Sacramento. It's crazy. I play with Sac now. And we went to Sacramento, and they had only the can Gatorades. And since then, I love it. Couldn't get them, but when I got to Sac, I get cases to my house. So.
Okay, all right. So here's the thing. I'm looking.
He already gets cases to his house.
He does. So here's the thing. I think with something like that, like I'm on Amazon right now. Here's an 8-pack of cans. Here's another. I mean, they're relatively. We should do this like a wedding. What's the thing where you post all the
registration?
Thank you. We should do like a Malik Monk registration, and people can just volunteer.
Maybe a cooler for just his Gatorade.
Yeah, exactly. And then just maybe put like a token case of Gatorade cans in there, because really he can get anything on this list. He's a gajillionaire. Mm-hmm. But I feel like this is all about the thought that counts.
Right.
It's a thought that counts.
They really know me.
They really paid attention and love me. All right, what's next, Malik?
I floss sticks. I smile a lot. My mama always on me about my teeth. She's always telling me they yellow, so I carry these around. I have a few in my pocket almost everywhere I go, just to pick your stuff out the teeth. You never know when the camera's around, so you gotta be ready.
Okay, all right. That's
easy.
That's easy. Just get him a bunch of floss sticks. Why not?
Yeah.
Hold on here. Oh, I thought I got a response to somebody else I sent them. That's coming here in a moment. Or, speaking of Sam Amick. All right, what's next?
My next essential is my cologne. I got a lot of cologne, a lot of fragrances. I was gonna bring it, but I didn't want to put anybody on to see what I was smelling like. But this is my favorite one right now. The City of Stars from Louis Vuitton. It's like a summer smell. It's just classic. It just goes, and I think the fragrance stands out when you walk by somebody and they don't know who you are and you smell good. What is he wearing? My mom wears a lot of fragrances. I think I got that from her, just mixing the fragrances. I mix mine too sometimes, so you won't know what I'm wearing. You definitely won't know what I'm wearing. But yeah, this one right here is amazing. If you don't have this, you should go get this.
All right. Well, that's not on Amazon, so I don't know, but I imagine. By the way, we have Malik Monk collection breaking news. Chris Roulade, if you would.
I just saw the price of his cologne.
Oh, God, what is it?
It's currently out of stock.
Oh.
$320.
Jeez. Yeah,
but it smells great.
I mean, it does.
Him and Bear.
When it breaks,
We have it first.
it's Sactown Sports breaking news.
All right, add a big one to the list, folks. Tom Morton, our good friend from Hagen Oaks Golf Course, wonderful golf course. Courses, I should say, the Morton family of golf courses, has confirmed free golf, free foursomes for Malik Monk for the duration of his Kings contract. Wow. So we can add that.
This is just a growing list now. But golf is very important to him.
Maybe Tom would like to throw in a couple of lessons as well.
Just Chris, I'll tell you this much. We should, for as terrible as he is on his own behalf, he should be our agent.
That's it?
He should. We should send him in the next time.
They would not like that.
I know. By the way, I have not even asked Tom about that. I'm very comfortable in saying that if Malik Monk wanted golf lessons from Tom Morton, I would bet
Tom.
My house and your house, Jason, yes, that Tom would be more than happy to give Malik Monk private lessons, as he is the golf pro to the stars here, Doug Christie, Bobby Jackson, amongst others that he works with. All right, moving on. I think we should just do this all summer, by the way. Malik Monk, things he can't live without as we try to bribe him to stay.
This next essential is my watches. These are my favorite one of these three, so that's why I brought these. This was a gift for my birthday last year. My vet, Trevor Reza, got it for me. I mean, this Rollie just classic two-tone. You can wear this every day wear. I just think the plain Jane is just a classic fit. It doesn't stand out too much. I'm from the South, Arkansas. We just big on like class and just being like real smooth, laid back. I hang around a lot of older people when I was little, so they always had a watch on it that threw the thing together. I like your watch behind the camera right here. That's nice. But yeah, man, the watch it just makes everything flow together. I feel like if I come here naked, it just makes everything flow better.
All right, I'm not buying him a Rolex.
Okay.
But I know places where they have discount Rolexes.
Mm-hmm.
A couple hours from here, west. You think he'd know the difference? You think it'd be offensive if we got him a Folex?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Real deal. He would know. If he's a watch guy, he would know.
I've been to Arkansas. Class wasn't the first word I thought of.
Well, let's not say that to Malik.
Yeah, we won't say that.
We love we're big Arkansas High.
Huge.
Just love. Go Calipari.
Yeah, love Arkansas.
What if we got a message from John Calipari? Malik, I think you should resign. He's the new Arkansas head coach.
Right.
We know people.
Yes.
Okay.
Is he on Cameo? We can make him say it.
Oh, my God. I have a feeling John Calipari isn't, but you never know. Stranger things have happened. All right. Moving on here. Oh.
My snacks. I always had the Welch's fruit snacks. Tropical or the mixed berries. I got a sweet tooth. I go to the dentist a lot. Of course, I got my floss with me. They always tell me, man, I got to stop eating candy, but I can't. The green one is millenberry. The pink one is strawberry. Purple is berry punch. Reddish is wild cherry. And the blue is raspberry. These are the best flavor to me, the wild berry. I like being different, so I think this stands out to me. So,
all right, so wild berry Skittles.
Yeah, easy to do.
That is, we
lifetime supply.
They got those at Sam's Club, or Costco. Wild berry Skittles, and I have a box of those Welch's gummies, fruit gummies.
Correct. Yeah.
All right, we'll take a break.
That needs to be qualified.
Maybe we'll save the rest of this for that. Thanks, Murph. It's so when trying to bribe Malik Monk, and I'll try to re-up the list here during the break. But when trying to bribe Malik Monk, Jason, I think in just under an hour, I think we've come up with quite the
it's an extensive list now.
Wouldn't that be great if the listeners were just single-handedly responsible? Well, along with the millions of dollars from the Kings, were single-handedly responsible. Like, what if you? Would that be? That's the goal, isn't it? At his press conference announcing his return, he says all the thing. I love being here, and thanks to the Kings, Vivek and Monty, and also one more thing. I just gotta say, the outpouring of support from the radio listeners that showed up and. Bribe. That just I was leaving.
Yeah.
I was leaving and now I'm staying. And
it swayed me.
Yes. And I'm changing my name to Malik Sactown Sports. And then everybody has to get new tattoos and their kids different.
I want it. What happens is that all happens, and then the NBA makes a rule that fans can't do this anymore. That's how successful we were.
Malik rule.
I'd be okay if they did that after.
Right.
Exactly.
After
we bribed
like
him.
Bird rights, some things that are named after Tommy John surgery would be the Malik Monk rule.
100%.
Yeah.
Zebra wants to know if we could get Darryl Steinberg to rename the city Sacramento. We'll be right back. Hey, when we come back, let's talk about Harrison Barnes.
Okay.
We'll do that right after this.
Did you miss any part of our live local shows? Don't worry, you never have to miss them again. Check out SactownSports.com and search our podcast page and play our shows when you want. The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross, Stiles and Watkins, and the Drive Guys. Plus, other podcasts like Return of the Empire, Return of the Roar, the Stingers Up podcast, and Golf to Go with Frank LaRosa.
They're all available right now on SactownSports.com.
When I want to stretch out after a long day, my sofa needs to be comfortable, but it also needs to look attractive and inviting when guests come to visit. I am Frank LaRosa with a word about Naturewood Home Furnishings. We spend so much time on our living room sofas that we forget they're a focal point and a hint to our decorating tastes. Right now, during Naturewood Home Furnishings sofa sale, you can save on every sofa, including gallery-exclusive custom-ordered FlexSteel furniture. Whether you're interested in a new sofa, sectional, or recliner, you can choose from hundreds of colors and fabrics. Nobody has more styles and choices than Naturewood Home Furnishings. And when it comes right down to it, it's all about choices and always about quality. Shop Naturewood for the look you love at a price you'll love even more. Visit Naturewood Home Furnishings right now for this remarkable sofa sale. Off Highway 50 at Hazel, look for the water wheel.
Never leave anyone behind. 'Cause talk is cheap. Put the F and fight and win. Well, let's go. Fire.
Tim from the 209 clarifies. Said he'd get an 8-inch tall Malik Monk tattoo if he stayed. He says, I'll get him of him dunking. I'll get him the standing arms crossed or the horseshoe arms flex and screaming. What about Malik Monk with the 2 thumbs down?
That's pretty funny.
That's the one you get.
You get like a Keegan dunk on this side and then Malik on the other with
just
the 2
over
thumbs
there,
down.
just thumbs. You put your arms together.
Yeah.
It's a whole scene.
Yeah.
All right, Fire Falcon. You know what? Great lead in here. Should the Kings fire the Falcon?
Oh,
I'm just asking. I mean, I love Harrison Barnes, but
it's a roommate.
Is it? It is. It is. And we had a nice dinner the other night when he got home. And tough trip.
Yeah,
it is what it is. Let's first hear from our good friend Harrison and his exit interviews and talking about defense, offense.
Yeah, I mean, coming into the last offseason, defensively, we knew we needed to be better. Offensively, we feel like we had things going in the right direction. And this year, defense has obviously improved. Offensively, went a little bit backwards. So I think for us, it's finding that that middle ground. Obviously, you want to be a top 15 offense, top 15 defense, to be a playoff team and to go further. So for us, it's a matter of how can we do that at a high level.
Mm-hmm. Okay. This is where I thought Harrison had one of the best postseason quotes there was, talking about the losses, and a lot of fans get this. Losses that shouldn't have happened.
I mean, I think, like I said, when I look back at our season, I don't necessarily think what we're lacking or what didn't we do. I think more so about the games that we played that, we lost to under 500 teams in a way that wasn't consistent with how we wanted to approach things. And I think when I look at that and I look at, where things could have been, I say, okay, that changes our whole outcome. That changes the whole vibe of the, building right now, the whole vibe of, this interview, all of that type of stuff, right? So because of that and the way we lost in the plan, I'm not going to overreact and say, like, we need to blow this thing up. I was talking to somebody after the game, I don't remember who, and I was like, this is, back-to-back years that we've had consistency in terms of a front office and a coaching staff standpoint. You know what I mean? There's different levels to what disappointment has looked like in this franchise, at least in my tenure of being here. So I think for us, it's taking stock of that and just saying, look, how do you improve the roster going forward, knowing that we're not starting at, a top 5 lottery pick team.
Well, we are a lottery pick team, though.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Barnes goes on to talk about the mentality or lack thereof.
I think it's just finding consistency. I mean, I think when you look at some of these games that we've lost and you look at where the top 5, top 6 teams in the West, I mean, those teams, they took care of business on the nights they were supposed to. And I feel like a lot of times we won games, maybe we weren't, I mean, in light of today's circumstances, I don't want to say favored to win, but against teams that were up there in the standings. And there were games where, we should have won, that we just didn't have the right mental approach. And it comes back to, there's not always going to be, there's going to be a tomorrow. There's going to be another game. We get to the last 2 weeks of the season, right? And everyone's hyper-focused, the Dallas series, the New Orleans, Phoenix back-to-back, things like that. Looking at the standings, the last couple games, those games matter. And, the coaches have talked about it. We talked about it as players early on in the season, right? But I think to actually go through that, last year when we did it as a number 3 seed, it's a little bit different. But this year, where those games actually mattered, it came back to bite us.
The one thing that it's kind of a common thread, I think we heard when Malik spoke earlier in his exit interview with media, was that he felt he talked a little bit, maybe Trey Lyles, but Fox and Sabonis kind of aren't necessarily those guys, and you got to be who you are. And then Barnes saying we didn't come out with the right approach. It's not any one person's fault, but I do look at the starters and the starters that have played the most amount of games. And to me, that's Barnes and that's Sabonis and that's Fox. And so if you're not coming out with the right approach, who else do you blame? Again, not one person, but he's been on a champion team, so he knows. He's been on good teams. This team's been good when he's been here. So I put it on veteran leaders. And so a lot of times it's your best players in Fox and Sabonis, but also Harrison Barnes.
And Harrison Barnes, by pretty much all accounts, dropped this year. Now, to his credit, he's played in 82 games 2 consecutive years. His percentages are pretty much the same. His free throw percentage down almost 5%. That's significant. Rebounds down 1.5, assists, half an assist less. Doesn't turn the ball over. 0.7 turnovers per game, and he's averaging almost 30 minutes a game over 82. But his scoring, Jason, down.
What was his scoring?
They went from 15 to 12.2.
Okay.
And then 12.2. He hasn't scored that little since he was 23 years old with the Warriors.
Yeah. So again, you have averages for a reason. So 12.2. My critique, I guess, would be of Harrison Barnes is like the season opener. He had 36. He had a 39-point game against the Warriors.
Yeah.
But he had plenty of single-digit games.
Yes.
And I would have rather seen the 12-point average where he literally would get 12.
12 each game.
And
You're right.
so where it was like, the playoff game even I think was the last play-in game, I think was a good example of Barnes. Like he had 17, where normally I would have said beforehand, that's a good Harrison Barnes night.
Right.
I didn't feel it. I didn't feel the 17 from him. And that's, again, not necessarily a full indictment on him, but sometimes you could average 12 and be an impactful player. I thought there were times this year where he wasn't as impactful as I think he's capable of being.
As we go to break, this is great radio, but I'm just honestly curious. Jason, would you do me a favor and just keep a count? Games where Harrison Barnes had less than 10 points.
Okay.
2, 0, 6, 7, 6, 9, 5, 7, 5, 9, 9, 8, 9, 2, 8, 4, 6, 0, 3, 2, 9, 5, 2, 9, 4, 9, 7, 4, 4, 3, 8. And that's it.
Okay, can you start after the first one? No. 10, 20, 32.
32 games
of the
he had
82
single digits. And I think in there,
plus or minus, maybe I missed one, but whatever. Let's call it 30.
Going fast. Yeah. I think there were 2, maybe 3 games where he had 0.
And I don't see that jumping next year.
And you actually, we got a break. You said it, but you said it perfectly. Would just be great if he never had 30, but just gave us 12 a game. That's the killer, is the inconsistency in that one stretch, I think, where he had 3 or 4 in a row in single digits. Like, what are we doing? He's better than that. And not always his fault either, by the way. But my goodness gracious. We'll take a break. When we return, where are we at? Okay, there we go. What to watch? We got playoffs tonight. We got baseball tonight. And more. Then we'll get to celebrity birthdays and crosstalk with Styles and Watkins. Final half hour of the show announced.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Keegan, can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sactown Sports and the Sactown Sports app.
Hey everyone, it's Ted from Consumer Cellular, the guy in the orange sweater, and this is your wake-up call. If you're paying too much for wireless service, you don't have to keep having that nightmare. Consumer Cellular has the same fast, reliable coverage as the leading carriers for less. And for a limited time, new customers receive their second month free when they sign up and use promo code MONTHFREE by May 31st. So why keep spending more than you have to? Seriously, wake up and call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com.
Taxes, fees, and other third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
What's the room again?
1240, down at the end.
Ooh, what's that? Sammy, don't touch that. That's someone's old food.
Here we are. Do you have the key?
You have both of ours.
Oh, right. Not working.
Rub it.
Come on.
Try flipping it over.
Seriously. Why can't we go inside? I'm tired.
Give me yours.
You have mine.
All right.
What?
Please, if you
Dad,
could just...
why aren't you opening the door?
Can everyone just shut the...
Don't go there. Go on a real vacation. Go RVing. Learn more at GoRVing.com.
ZZ Top, the Elevation Tour. Friday, May 3rd, 7:30 p.m. The venue at Thunder Valley with special guest Fog Hat. ZZ Top. Playing all their classic hits. The venue at Thunder Valley. For tickets, visit ThunderValleyResort.com.
I have diabetes. I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I have asthma. I'm at risk too.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
It's Coach Doug Christie here to remind you, if you want a deal that's a slam dunk, go see the winning team at Folsom Lake Ford. Folsom Lake Ford is your truck headquarters with all your American-made favorites, like America's best-selling F-Series, F-150s, and Super Duties, or spacious new Explorers and Expeditions, plus a huge selection of Broncos and Bronco Sports, all in stock now at Folsom Lake Ford. In the Folsom Auto Mall, you can buy any new Ford with zero down on approved credit, save big with low interest finance rates, and Folsom Lake Ford always pays top dollar for your trade. Check out the huge selection of inventory online at FolsomLakeFord.com or stop by the dealership to see their most recent arrivals. Looking for something special? Give them a call and tell them Doug Christie sent you. They'll help you out. Hurry to Folsom Lake Ford in the Folsom Auto Mall, your trusted dealer, my trusted dealer for over 35 years and counting.
Golf to Go is brought to you by the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Here's Frank LaRosa.
Miniature golf has been around America since 1916, with the first course opening in Pinehurst, North Carolina, according to Links magazine. Englishman James Barber built a course in his backyard called Lilliputian. A few years later, he built a second course and called it Thistledew. Unlike today's mini golf courses, Thistledew wasn't for children. The 18-hole course was made of compacted sand and clay, making it quite difficult. Today's clown mouths or windmills were nowhere to be found, as the course featured real hazards like rocks, trees, and grass bunkers. 4 holes even required a high-lofted niblick to carry bushes and long grass. Longest hole was 71 feet, shortest was 12. Golf fanatic Thomas McCullough Fairbairn revolutionized the game in 1922 with his formulation of a suitable artificial green consisting of a mixture of cottonseed hulls, sand, oil, and dye. 100 years later, Thistledew has returned to its home at Pinehurst Resort, and guests can play the new Thistledew. Please leave your niblick at home. That's your Golf to Go. I'm Frank LaRosa.
The Arnold Law Firm has seen how an injury can turn anyone's life upside down. Whether it's a slip and fall, a car accident, or any other kind of injury. For almost 50 years, the Arnold Law Firm has been here to help you through the entire process to protect you and your family. If you are ever injured or in an accident, call the Arnold Law Firm. The Arnold Law Firm, providing real justice for you since 1975. Call 916-777-7777. That's 916-777-7777.
The only place in the morning to get your sports fix.
Live and local.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
I don't want to be a player no more.
I'm not a player.
I just crush a lot.
Yes.
So we should have had Harrison with us for the YouTube.
Oh, yeah. Hi.
Oh.
Oh.
Nah, I like him. He's good. Oh, he's a good guy. I didn't know where I was slapping there. Also, I saw the text, the YouTubers were talking about this earlier. I forgot to bring that up. Great win for.
Can you take it out of the way of Jason's camera?
Yes, hold on.
Yeah,
I need
let's
to
see what it looks like.
I definitely I want to see what this looks like first here. Oh, that's a well, what if I turned it around?
Yeah, that's better.
It's good radio. Great win for Denver. It's a great win for Denver. And sorry, we're stupid. Why does anybody listen to this show ever, Jason? I don't know. Great win for Denver. Great win for Nikola Jokic. May not have his family around for the playoffs, though. Don't know if you saw this video or not, but the Jokic brothers are always entertaining. And by the way, let me make it really clear. And are super cool guys that I would never say anything remotely insulting about, and I love them. They're great. But that being said, and I'm totally not scared of them at all.
I will find you.
Right? Dude, I don't care what would happen. Like, I'm good on saying anything to the Jokic brothers other than, oh, excuse me, right this way. Yeah. Or here you go. You go ahead, sirs. They're big. They're exactly what you think. They're big and giant and intimidating looking. Yeah. And one of them, I think, has some like a mohawky kind of thing going on, which makes
no, not right? A mohawk.
Look out. Well, there's video of them going down a couple rows to a fan, and who knows? All I have is just the video starts with them walking down a couple of rows. I think they stepped over one of them and punching the fan right in the face. Like, right in the face. Now, props to the fan who took the punch and just kind of stood there bewildered and didn't shockingly fight back, which I don't blame him either. That being said, that video is making the rounds, and I again, I'm not advocating for it, but I don't really see a way where the NBA doesn't step in there. Mm-hmm. I think they kind of have to. If you haven't seen the video online, I'm showing it to Jason right now. I mean, the guy
kind of not knock the guy out.
That's what I was kind of impressed with that, if I'm being honest. And I mean, I've never been punched in the face by a Jokic brother. Mitch, have you? Good morning,
hey guys.
Hey.
Well, first of all, I know I tweeted you. How you doing, Jason? Carmichael, CCR had some good music in the '60s.
Hold on, Mitch. I responded to a music tweet yesterday that put up 4 REM albums and said, has there ever been a better run? And I said, yeah, it's the Beatles with Revolver and Sgt. Pepper and Magical Mystery Tour and the White Album, and it's not close, and nobody's had that run. And Mitch chimed in with, I'm not going to say, listen, I love CCR. I listen to them probably almost as much as I listen to the Beatles. So you're absolutely, CCR put out a lot of good music in a short time.
Well, the Beatles were best, but had they stayed together, what might have been.
Yes.
We got to keep Keegan, and of course, we got to keep guys re-sign Malik. So we got to get another big man. We need another bigger body. Sabonis he's great, but I think he's more of a power forward. Thanks for taking my call.
Thank you, Mitch. I agree. We do need to keep Keegan.
Yes.
And we'll have more on that tomorrow.
Okay.
What to watch tonight? Suns and Timberwolves. Are the Suns going to is Kevin Durant going to stand for Anthony Edwards just barking in his face like that, just smile and take it, or is he going to strike back tonight? Look, they got their butts kicked, but as a Kings team can tell you from back in the day, they got blown out at the Delta Center in Game 1, came back and won Game 2.
Yeah.
So all Suns, they steal one of these, they're good to go.
Still waiting on a road team to do that.
Yeah, dude. The home teams have done quite well. Some guy on Twitter says he will name his dog Malik. That's fun. It's not as good as naming a kid Malik.
Yeah.
Some people believe their dogs are their kids, and I respect that. Oh, did I tell you I almost killed my dog last night?
You did not.
Oh, my God. I legit almost.
On purpose?
No, our
Which
puppy.
Dog?
The puppy, Gracie. Okay, so she's a moron.
This isn't a bunny situation, is it? Or a cat situation?
No. So my wife just got a bunch of stuff for the garden, and they come in like little plants. So she has them over by the garden. She's going to plant them this weekend. So she says, hey, while I'm gone, if you let the dogs out, please don't let Gracie, because Gracie just pretty much wants to eat everything and sniff everything. She's a puppy. So we have this like stake in the middle of our yard, not a food stake, like a tent stake. And it's like, and then there's a leash attached to it. But I couldn't find Gracie's collar. So I took the leash that we actually brought her home with, a little pink leash, and I just kind of put it around like a collar, and then clipped it to the leash itself.
Don't
so
like where this is going.
It made like a little lasso, and then I clipped the end of the leash to the long leash, like rope thing we had. So anyway, so she's, arfing around and doing her thing. It gives her enough room to explore the backyard, but keeps her from the garden. So I'm on the phone, and all of a sudden I hear, and that's weird. And I turn around. This goofball who gets into everything is in the gazebo. She has wrapped her leash 5 times around a chair leg and is facing me. And the look on her face is like dog fear. So I'm actually on the phone with Karen, our friend down the hall. I go, oh, Karen, I gotta go. I like just drop my phone. I head over there and I realize she is choking herself. And then, so I lift up the chair and I'm trying to be careful not to do more damage. And I get the leash wrapped. I get that off pretty quickly, but I realize she's pulled it so tight.
Oh, man.
And then, so I have to unhook it. But in order to unhook it, I have to squeeze it just a little bit more. And I have a hard time with my hands. I sometimes have a hard time with little, so I'm trying to unhook it. And in my mind, I'm like, do I need to go inside and get a knife, or like, do I need to scissor this thing or whatever? That sounds weird. And finally, it was so silly. If you'd have been there, you would have seen it. I was like a freaked out parent. Finally, I unhook it. She's panting a little bit, and I pick her up immediately. Oh my God, baby, are you okay? Oh my goodness! And I'm like freaked out, like her eyes like jacked up, and she, and you know what she did? I'm hugging her, and then she just bites my earlobe and it goes for it. But man, I mean, on one hand, I almost killed my wife's dog. On the other hand, I saved a life. Hero Michael Dave.
You're a hero.
I am. Tell your friends. Anyways, Pacers at Bucks.
Okay.
Will Tyrese Halliburton show up tonight?
Will Dame score in the second half?
Do we know what Giannis's status is in general? Is he just out until he's not? Or
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And Mavs at Clippers. So we have a 1-2 triple header tonight. Jason, I'm gonna make it. You know what? We're not doing 3 in the key, but I'll give you a prediction.
Okay.
Roadie's gonna win tonight.
Oh, a roadie.
A roadie is gonna win. We're gonna get our first road win tonight.
Who is it gonna be? What's your guess? Suns, Pacers, or Mavericks?
I honestly could make a case for all 3. I'm gonna say the Suns.
Okay.
I'm probably dead wrong, but it's a better call because they got the crap beat out of them before. So finally, we got Mets at Giants. Have you seen those? This is in San Francisco, but have you seen some of those Mets crowds at Citi Field? Have you seen some of the crowds? Oh, my God. So the A's are terrible. The White Sox.
I've seen. I didn't realize the Mets have been bad.
Oh, my goodness.
Really?
Oh, my goodness. I'll find. Yeah.
Because I definitely saw the White Sox. That was stunning.
There have been some Mets crowds. I mean, it's not as bad as the White Sox or A's on the whole. I'm sure their attendance is way beyond. But, when you consider what Steve Cohen has put into it over the last couple of years, it's really, really surprising when you consider the amount of here we go right here. The Mets are 19th out of 30 teams in attendance, which is just so weird for them. They're averaging 23,000, but I'll find one of those videos during the break. What
do they list for the A's? And they're 30th, right?
The A's are 30th at 6,243. Now remember, that's paid.
Right.
29th is Miami. Now, considering the A's are last at 6,243, Miami is second to last. What do you think they're at per game?
Miami, 11,000.
Pretty good guess. 14,259. Second to last place is more than double what last place.
Who's number one?
The number one team with the 45,658 average, that would be the L.A. Dodgers.
Gotcha.
The L.A. Dodgers, followed by the New York Yankees.
Yeah.
Right behind them, the San Diego Padres. Just 500 per game behind them. San Francisco in case you're wondering, in 11th. And a really good story this year. How about Arizona in 10th? Not historically a great attended team. And the Phoenix area obviously had some attendance issues with their hockey team leaving for Salt Lake. We'll take a break. When we come back, crosstalk with Styles and Watkins and celebrity birthdays. I actually have a contribution to that for you. We'll do all that next.
On the move? Got somewhere to be?
Take Sacramento Kings basketball with you. The Sactown Sports app will let you stay connected to your passion. Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with the Sactown Sports app.
Grab the keys to a new Toyota. Get ready to take on the great outdoors in a brand new Toyota truck. Answer the call to adventure with powerful performance and start exploring. Right now, get low 1.99% APR financing on the powerful 2024 Tundra and Tundra Hybrid. Or check out the all-new redesigned 2024 Tacoma. Toyota, let's go places. Offer available through TFS to buyers with premium-rated credit. Excludes DRD Pro. Ends 4/30/24.
Power Business Technology is proud to be 100% independent, locally owned, and managed Toshiba copier dealer. Local ownership cuts out the red tape, allowing ourselves to never be too busy to personally answer the call when our clients need us. Recognized for excellence in service execution, training, and customer service, we're proud to be named a 2022 Toshiba ProMasters Elite Dealer. Contact us today for all of your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729, or visit us at powercopiers.com.
Country in the Park is back May 17th and 18th at Cal Expo with Brantley Gilbert, Dustin Lynch, Jay Cohen, Walker Hayes, and more. Tickets start at just $46. Country in the Park May 17th and 18th at Cal Expo. For more information, visit CITPFest.com.
Brought to you by Tub Shed, New Dawn Treatment Sensors, and Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers.
Were you recently in a car accident? Don't let the insurance companies push you around. Turn to the experts at Gonzalez Law. Our team specializes in car accident cases, wrongful termination, and criminal defense, fighting tirelessly to get you the compensation and justice you deserve. With years of experience and a track record of success, we don't settle for less, and neither should you. Visit ZachLegalDefense.com or call 916-304-9187 for a free consultation. Gonzalez Law, your advocate in the fight for justice.
Seems like all this artificial intelligence stuff stirs up the age-old debate of man versus machine. Hi, it's Dan from the Good Feet store, and let me ask you, would you let a robot cut your hair? Would you rely on an app to teach a kid to ride a two-wheeler? Let's face it, some things require the human touch. People come to us seeking a solution to foot, leg, and back pain after trying all kinds of things recommended by in-store machines or website blurbs. An impersonal, generic approach to solving a problem that's unique to you. No wonder they usually don't work. At the Good Feet store, you'll meet with an arch support specialist who will take the time to learn about your needs, your feet, your lifestyle, and then fit you from over 300 models and sizes of arch supports designed for pain relief, better balance, and more comfort. See what we can do for you with a free fitting. Just stop in or schedule an appointment. With over 200 stores, there's likely one near you. Find yours at goodfeet.com.
Everybody needs good feet.
You go into your shower feeling, but as soon as you reach for the Irish Spring, your day immediately gets better. That crisp, fresh, unmistakable Irish Spring scent zings your brain and awakens your senses. So when you finally emerge from the shower, 37 minutes later, because you pay the water bill so you can stay in there as long as you want, you're ready to take on the day and smell Irish Spring Body Wash and Bar Soap. Fresh, green, Irish. Shop now at Walmart.
Lowe's knows pros need the right tools for every job. That's why we sell the largest in-store selection of Klein tools anywhere. Find new items launching exclusively at Lowe's, like the self-leveling laser level for just $159.98. Plus, shop the Connect socket set for just $49.98. Get Klein tools in-store and online today, because Lowe's knows tools. Lowe's knows pros.
It's time for the news of the day.
The latest headlines, the biggest stories, hard-hitting analysis.
Yeah, this is none of those things. And now, here's Carmichael Dave and Jason Ross.
Yeah. Woo! All right. Yeah. All right. Turn it up.
That's pretty good.
It was all right.
Yeah,
Good stuff.
Yeah.
What's coming up today, guys?
Yeah.
Whole lot of controversy. I don't know.
Controversy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
These referees are trying to blow game too.
Yeah, the other playoff matchups that we watched last night, some great games, and obviously some Kings talk breaking down Keegan Murray and his growth, Malik Monk. And yeah, I was listening when I came into the, hey, what will you do to make that to keep Malik Monk in Sacramento? We will definitely be doing a version of that at some point as well.
Yeah, the people downstairs are now all over this. That's why it took me a second to get back up here. I think we're going to turn this into something. By the way, I think I have pretty good confirmation. This is exactly what I was worried about earlier. So we're going to have to switch this around a little bit. I'll do some research. I know one person in his camp that could help me here, but he's out of town. So Malik Monk's dog is no longer with us.
Oh,
yeah.
Bear? We lost Bear?
Yeah, apparently. So that would have been awkward because one of them was a doghouse in the shape of Golden One Center for Bear.
Yeah.
And has a little sensor on it where when Bear goes in, the beam goes up. But I don't know if we'll find out if he has a new one.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say.
But
Good opportunity for a new puppy.
Yeah. But also, can I say this? I wouldn't rule out something in memoriam for Bear, who he loved. Apparently, the dog had his own Instagram account. So maybe we come up with something like that might, but we have, amongst other things, guys, in case you didn't know, thank you for listening, Alan. We have a listener. She's willing to get a Malik Monk tattoo on her arm, and we have another listener willing to get a 6 to 8 inch Malik Monk tattoo as well. We suggested the thumbs down, but who knows?
Sure.
A listener's having a son in 3 months. He's going to make his middle name Malik, and it said Malik can even sign the birth certificate with him. Taro has offered free McCooney for the duration of his King's career. That would keep me here on.
Now we're cooking.
Our guy Matt, free oil changes at Jiffy Lube for 2 of Malik's cars.
Come in handy.
Mayor Daryl Steinberg has committed to giving Malik Monk a key to the city.
Right.
If Malik
Opens
stays
every
there.
door.
It opens every single door. And our good friend Tom has added free golf from our good friends at Higanos. And I would once again like to remind everybody, because it is by far the most popular request, we will not be offering Malik Monk a free trip to Upsize Matters, which everyone seems to be on. I would not. Yeah, right, Alan, same thing. Everyone wants that. No, we're not. Light the beat.
Good stuff.
So we have a good start
right now.
You know, Dave, you got a really busy summer ahead, because I'm thinking you got this. You got the Taco and Tornado Festival, whatever you're doing.
Taco and Tornado. Where's that come from? I mean, maybe next morning.
I think it's hold the tornado.
Yeah, hold the tornado. We're having a meeting on that next week, I heard.
You're a busy man.
The Taco, listen, bro, it's summer. It's everything. I know. It's everything. Content anywhere.
No, this is where your mind just goes.
This is the best part. Yes.
Yeah.
Also,
Imagination Station.
Our good friend, Jason's good friend Murph, sent us a link to. Malik did a thing about 10 months ago with GQ Sports.
Yeah.
10 things I can't live without.
Yeah.
So that's where we got the doghouse idea, a PlayStation gift card, because he loves his PSP.
I don't think he needs that.
Well, everyone needs any of this.
PSP was extremely underrated.
That was his thing. Wild berry flavored Skittles. I think we can get him a box of those.
Yeah.
Welch's gummies, the fruit gummies. The blue loves those. No, the fruit gummies loves those. And canned Gatorade. Canned Gatorade, which is
I don't think I've ever had canned Gatorade.
I haven't either, but
we're only halfway through that list too. We didn't even hear the rest yet.
No, we only got to 5. We'll get to the other 5 tomorrow. So, and our good friends, Imran Pilati and Shep, are doing this card autograph thing in May. And Malik's one of the signers. So I think what we're going to try to do is set something up where, and again, I don't know if you know this, but Malik means king in Arabic.
I've heard.
But much like old kings, how people would give their offerings, right? Wow. Where we can try to set something up where we can roll in there and read up. Maybe we have like a scroll.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah. I'm not touching. And just absolutely throw it all out there. Make a nice video of it. And then just at the very end say, is that enough? Can you commit right now? Because tell me this, how great of a promo would it be if Malik Monk ends up re-signing, and thanks Monty and Vivek, I said this earlier and all that, love being here, love being in Sacramento. And oh, by the way, I was leaving. But when I found out I was getting golf oil changes and sushi, amongst other things, it absolutely touched me, and I decided I can't.
Right.
And then we turned that into a promo. That'd be really cool.
Probably be
Yeah. I got a couple other places that I've seen Malik eat at on
Let's go.
social media.
Let's do this.
And, you know,
Come on, Alan.
partner with
Get involved.
Yeah.
Let's do this. This is the kind
How
of
can
conversation.
we, is there like, we get him like a get out of media free card or something like that?
I
What
mean,
can we offer?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's be creative.
Deanna will probably buy it off.
Yeah.
Celebrity birthdays.
The
I'm
judge
sure
at the taco event.
he can be a judge at the taco event. Free admission into the yet unnamed taco event we're going to put on. And I'm sure we can get Criminal Chris.
Yeah.
To throw some
yeah.
cookies.
Oh, yeah. And he looks like an oatmeal raisin.
Yes.
I will say.
Free agency should be solved by Crumble Cookies. Crumble Cookies signed that contract today. I told you I had one. Loyal listener to the show, everybody. Ryan the engineer had a birthday back on April 20th, and he whined about it earlier today, how he wasn't in celebrity birthdays. I said, because we didn't know, you didn't give us your age. Well, I have his age. Loyal listener Ryan is how old Jason Ross? By the way, Emmy award-winning Ryan, who edited a bunch of like The Mandalorian and stuff. Works for Skywalker Studios. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, how about that? Probably
Ryan.
listens a little bit to your show.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're
Thank you for that little bit.
Oh, like, old.
Let's call him 40 today.
40.
Yeah.
47.
23.
23. Chris?
36.
36. We have an almost correct answer. One off. Jason Ross. 39 years old.
39.
Wow.
Yeah,
Congratulations, Ryan.
Yeah,
Thank
great
you so
year.
much. He won, and let us know how our levels are.
It is also baby Sal's birthday today.
Is it? Wow. Hey, the baby race supreme.
He's a walker now.
I'm going to go with 1.
Ooh, older than you think.
Oh,
I'm going to
really?
go with 1.
Is it 1 year old or 1 years old?
1 year old. It's one. She's 1 year old.
Just the 1 year.
Yeah, right.
I think you just say she's 1.
For a while,
I've got her at 12 months.
Ooh.
You guys are way off.
Yeah.
She's one.
Yeah. He's
Chris
one.
Rod.
I'll take 1.
I'm just glad she's finally won because I was
she's
tired of
The months.
messing up by saying she's 10 months years old.
Yeah. By the way, in about 16 years from now, you're going to get 2 things and 2 things only. Can I have some money and I need a ride? So just enjoy this while you can.
I'm trying, Dave.
Jason, can you get Slippy birthday?
Happy birthday, John Cena.
John Cena is 48.
Haven't seen him. 47.
Have you seen her?
46.
Ooh. I'm going to say
You better get this right.
48.
We have a correct answer, and it is
Alan Styles,
Let's go.
47.
Hey.
happy birthday, George Lopez.
Oh, George is 64.
Oh,
Probably.
The old.
Yeah, 62.
61.
63.
We have a correct answer. It is Alan Styles,
Come on.
63.
Wow.
Okay, I'm going to ask you, Alan. Do you want Teo Cruz, Valerie Bertinelli, Kyle Juszczyk, Andrew Jones, or Cal Penn?
Gotta go use
Kyle Juszczyk.
Is now old to see if he can go 3 for 3.
Isn't he older? Is he 30 on the nose
Don't
now?
look
Is he
at me.
30? 30.
Oh, he's 31. You're so
32.
close.
28.
Chris Watkins the closest, 33 to
Wow, he is old. All right, thanks to Sam Amick.
Pretty
Thanks to all of you. Jason Ross, Christopher Lott, Styles and Watkins, next fastest growing show in the entire world, right here on Sactown Sports.
I know I'm shamelessly pumping the poll here.
Our first year as the radio home of the San Francisco 49ers is one we will never forget.
And here's